And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another production here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince, here with you. We got some simulcast action going on for you today. The Prairie View A&M University Panthers will be on the reservation, Lorman, Mississippi, to take on the Alcorn State Braves. Alcorn coming in somewhat struggling. They are 0-4. This is the first home game of the season. So we'll see exactly how they'll hold up. Meanwhile, the Panthers coming off the big win over the Grambling State Tigers, 2-0 in the Western Division. This game right here could really set the Panthers apart as they have a bye week before they head to Baton Rouge. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. I want to thank the Prairie View Athletic Club for helping us with this underwriting project to bring you all the games here exclusively in audio format on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The Panthers coming in with a 3-2 record, ready to set the record straight for the rest of the course in the West. Some other matchups for today will have the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff in Houston to take on the Texas Southern Tigers. We'll have a little halftime report coming up for you, give you some scores and updates on everything. You have Jackson State and Alabama A&M doing battle today. You'll have Bethune-Cookman. Bethune-Cookman and Alabama A&M will be doing battle today. Forgive me as we'll get ready for our coverage here for today's game between the Panthers and the Braves from Lorman, Mississippi, and the reservation. We'll come back in between times, give you some scores, some updates, and a little tidbit information going on. But now we'll switch back over to the WPRL coverage for our kickoff between the Panthers and the Braves.
So we got to make sure we know where those guys at, and we definitely got to do a good job understanding the why behind those backs when they're in the backfield.
Then they have 12 rushing touchdowns, Coach, so they got some guys that can get it done in the backfield.
Yeah, those guys, man, are violent runners. You see them close the Northwestern game out. I don't think they threw the ball one time, and finished that thing off. And you see them last week, quarterback runs. I think Tevin had 2 touchdowns or so. We got to bow up. We got to really bow our backs and be able to stop that three-headed monster that they got back there.
How would you assess your defense in terms of stopping the run so far through the first 4 games?
It's kind of, a catch-22. Tailback runs, we're really good. We really masked that front to be able to just stop those guys. But the quarterback run game is the ones we got to really do a good job of. You see the Cornelius kid from A&M have some runs where he pulled. But also, you see the numbers from his legs on those scramble drill plays where his pass is designed, but he's scrambling around. Those still go to the hitting yardage of the run game. And so we got to do a better job of just knowing where those guys are, where they are. And these quarterbacks don't give us the exact same thing. So we got some things to kind of get them guys off their spot. And hopefully we can get some linebackers to run them down.
They run the ball mostly, but then talk about their receiving core.
Yeah, number 11, he's the top in the league in receptions. And so that's one of his favorite targets. So we got to do a good job of knowing where he is, and we can't give up explosives. And I think the guys are just chomping at the bit to have opportunity to compete again.
Defensively, Coach, what do you see in the Panthers?
Well, they all over the place, man, with that 3-high look, man. They give you a lot of exotic different looks. Got a big slug we watched that they brought from Valdosta with them that closes off both of those A-gaps, man. And so them guys fly around, play like their hair on fire. And so we definitely got to have a game plan to make sure them guys can't just box us in.
That's Braves head football coach Cedric Thomas as we get you ready for kickoff. The Panthers won the toss, deferred to the second half, so the Braves will have the football at the start. Glad you can join us here on the Braves Sports Network, the flagship 91.7 WPRL, WPRL.org. Jamario Brooks, our producer. J. Miles, Myrtle Hedrick, WPRL and WPRL.org, as we're ready to get this one underway here. Finally at home. We'll be at home most of this month, as we mentioned, and I'm looking forward to it. Let's see if the Braves can make some noise, starting with this kickoff. Coffin corner kick, and it's going to be returned from the 25-yard line to the 30. and wrestle down at the 35-yard line, and that's where the Braves will get it first down and 10. Tylen Citizen, Cedric Bush on the return of 10 yards, and that's where the Braves will have it first and 10.
Good field position and get a chance to see what the offense comes out and do. I think you got the coach, the offensive coordinators in the box this week, so he get a chance to see the whole field and know what he needs to make the adjustments on.
Jalen Tolbert, the junior from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 637 yards, 2 touchdowns. So let's see if we can get him going here and get this offense off to a fast start. First down and 10 to Corey and Sewell on his left hip. The Braves in the purple, gold helmets, right to left. Here's Sewell. Sewell turns it up the field, and Sewell a gain of 5 to the 40. Second down and 5 for the Braves. So that's a good start. Pick up of 5, and Jacorian Sewell, you know him, Cedric Bush, 57 carries, 3 touchdowns, averaging 6 yards per carry. He got 5 there, second and 5 from the far hash. Just underway, 3 claps. Tolbert straight back to pass, looking left, and they blow this one dead, and we got a false start against Alcorn.
So those are the things we were talking about earlier. You can't allow that. This is the 5th game of the season. You can't go out here. Your mind got to be made up. I'm coming here, mistake-free football. Your running back just gave you 5 yards, get ahead. Second and 5, and now we got to go behind the chains. So makes a difference.
Well, from second and 5 to second and 10 for Alcorn. Penalties have been a story in the first 4 games of the season, especially last week in the second half. Half a dozen penalties, quite a few in the fourth quarter, hurt Alcorn's opportunities. Second down and 10. Sewell on the left hip of Tolbert, straight back to pass. A little square out here. Catch here, making a man miss down the far sideline. It's a first down. Well, good job as the Braves just coming right on that left side. They got the football to Jacoby Matthews for the first down. Let's see where they went out of bounds. So it's third down. He went out of bounds 5 yards short. So third down and 5. So pick up a 5. Play action here for Tolbert. Throws it over the top, deep downfield, and this ball is incomplete. On third down and 5, looking for Ty Warren, and the Braves are forced to punt. So opportunity there, Cedric Bush on third down and 5, and they're forced to punt here, 4th and 5.
All you want to do is keep the chains moving. You gotta find some short intermediate routes, shallow cross, anything in the out. Give you guys an opportunity to be successful on the short stuff for right now.
Demetri Duval, number 5 in the league in punting, averaging 41.6 yards per punt, standing at his 28-yard line on the far hash mark. The snap, the catch, and the kick. Low end over end kick return from the 18-yard line to the 20 to the 27-yard line. A return of 9 yards, and the Panthers will have it first down and 10 after a 9-yard return. And there's a flag down as well at the 22-yard line, so let's check this marker. A flag at the 21-yard line. A hold against the Panthers. So that'll push them back inside their 15-yard line. They'll have it at the 11. So the Panthers first down from there. Cedric Tillman, let's check in with you. And an opportunity there for the Braves. They got 5, and then the false start put them behind the chains and had to punt.
Yeah, play. I guess he stepped out on that play, but I thought that was the first down. But I guess the offense was trying to test the back end of that defense early. Just come up short that time, guys.
So first down at the 11-yard line. So you look at this Panther team. They play 2 quarterbacks. You got Tevin Carter and Cameron Peters. Both have played quarterback, but their running game, just like Alcorn, is pretty decent. Tevin Carter getting the start out of the shotgun on first down. And now the jet sweep. And we have a loss here on the jet sweep, and a good play here to start for the Braves defense is on the jet sweep. They try to get it to Bonner with the tackle. So Bonner on the jet sweep, left to right, second down and long. A loss of 5, second down and 15. A good start for the Braves defense, Cedric Bush.
No doubt about it. The Braves all on top of that. They were trying to sweep them to get them on the outside. They had the defensive back and linebackers on top of that.
Carter, the 6'4 junior from Memphis, on second down, play action, a little check down, a catch here to the 10, to the 15, 20, down the sideline, 30, 35, 40, and runs over a couple of Brave players and is finally brought down. Just a little check down and a first down for the Panthers, going deep downfield, and a first down for Prairie View. Well, just a little check down, a little screen, and it's a big run and a first down with the carry and the catch, and a first down for the Panthers. Now here's an incomplete. Bring up second down, and on that play, the little check down to Ethan John, the tight end, the 6'3", 250-pound junior. Here, a 3-yard pickup. Second down and 7 for the Panthers. This drive started at the 11-yard line, and they're in Braves territory. Second down and 7. On second down, quarterback Carter back to pass. And a little square out, and it's a catch here to the 41-yard line. And the catch is made by Jason Rockwell, the 6'2 junior from McKinney, Texas. That's his 28th reception, number 1 in the league in receptions. All right, Cedric Tillman, here we go on the defensive side for the Braves. Panthers have a third down and short.
Yeah, third and short here. Let's see what the Braves do here, guys.
Third down and a couple. You got to watch this quarterback Carter. He's nifty in the backfield on third down. Just a straight handoff here and to the 40-yard line. Very close to a first down on third down and short.
First down.
And they move the chains, and it's a first down for the Panthers.
That's that old right foot, left foot mark. So, yeah.
Lamega McDowell with the first down run. And McDowell is really nifty, 6'2", 220-pound grad student from Charlotte. Now here's Carter going deep downfield. This is wide open, but it's incomplete. Got behind the defense and overshot his intended target. It was there and it was open, but too much gas on that throw. Second down as they were going deep to Rockwell. Second down for the Panthers. Stretching the field, the little check down. Second down and 10 for the Panthers. This drive started at the 11-yard line. The time will be kept on the field. The scoreboard time is not working, so the officials are keeping it on the field. It was announced just before kickoff. Here's a little square out here. This is a catch to the 35, to the 30, and dragged down and out of bounds for a first down. So Rockwell, Cedric Bush, has been the intended target here and having a hard time finding him.
Yeah, but he has other guys he's going to get it to. That's the part about it. We got to play solid regardless of what comes up.
First down for the Panthers. One clap, play action, little check down here and a missed tackle, 30, 25, and a sideways hit down to the 22-yard line. Well, the Panthers are spraying the football around, and that is Bonner, his second catch, the grad student from Houston. A pickup of 7, second down and 3 for the Panthers. This drive started at their own 11-yard line. They had a holding penalty on the return that backed them up on second down and 3. Quarterback Carter, and on the handoff, going back to the run with the carry for the Panthers. So to bring up a big third down coming up here for Prairie View. All right, Cedric Tillman, can the defense bow up here? Third down and about 1 for the Panthers.
Yeah, another third short. They got the heavy package in. We'll see what we can do here.
On 3rd down and 1, quarterback will keep it, try to get the edge, and he is close. Cedric Tillman says no. Looking at the far side, let's check the mark here. Looks like he may be short. Yep, got a half a yard. So 4th down and a half coming up here for the Panthers.
Yeah, he's going to go for it. He's not going to send a kicker out for that.
Go McDowell back in for the Panthers on 4th down and 1. You got a quarterback in Tevin Carter who can get it done as well. 4th down, McDowell on the right hip of Carter on 4th down. And now we've got a flag here. It's either going to be a 1st down or a 4th and 6. Let's check this. This Braves jumper did the Panthers move? We'll see here in a moment. Y.N. Myers III are official, and it's an offside on the defense, and it's a 1st down for the Panthers. Well, the Panthers will have it at the 16-yard line. This drive started at the 11, and the Panthers have the football in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Just underway here in the home opener. Scoreless. 1 clap. Here's back to pass. Looking left. Pass batted down, incomplete. Looking for a rub route underneath. It was knocked away. 2nd down and 10.
2nd down.
Running everybody deep, just getting it underneath Cedric Bush. What are you seeing defensively? What's not happening defensively here?
It's like we're trying to figure something out and not sending enough pressure on the quarterback. He's sitting back. He's picking a lunch. He's doing what he wants to do. So we got to get him off the mark.
Now the backfield, 2nd down, and on the draw, and nothing doing there as they tried the stretch play on the left side, and a big stop there for the Braves, and Tobias Hinton, onside linebacker, with the tackle. Quite a big 3rd down coming up here, Cedric Bush. 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11. That's the first time we got them stretching it out a little bit to go find out what they're going to do, which receiver here to try to go to.
3rd down and 11 for quarterback Tevin Carter, the junior. Carter out of the gun on 3rd down and 11. 1 clap, Carter back to pass. Looks, throws, pass caught at the 10-yard line, and nothing more. Progress stopped at the 10. It'll bring up 4th down and 5. So 4th and 5 from the 10-yard line of Alcorn. This drive started at the 11-yard line. Right now they're at the 10. For the 4th down, it looks like the offense is still on the field here.
Not sending the kicking unit out, not one time.
So this is their second 4th down attempt. Carter out of the shotgun. 1 clap and a timeout taken by the Braves defense. Well, Cedric Thomas doesn't want to get caught off guard again, so he takes a timeout here in the 1st quarter. Well, interesting here. Cedric Tillman very aggressive on the Panthers. They converted 1 4th down. They were getting ready to go for it on the second 4th and 5 from the 10.
A lot of confidence in TV right now. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
That's their mission. They're coming here to win. They're not coming here to try to see what can they do. They're coming in to win. They're going to go for it every single time. The confidence they're coming in, being 2-0 in the conference.
Is that what Sean McVay was trying to do with the Rams game the other night? He didn't want to play for a tie. He wanted to win.
He wanted to win. That was it. So
4th down and 1, but I'm still mad about that, though.
It doesn't change anything.
It doesn't, but I'm still mad about it. Why not kick the field goal? Let your defense. I think he didn't. I think he felt like his defense couldn't stop the 49ers to get the ball back. Well, the Panthers do change their mind, and they are going for the field goal. And this will be spotted at the 15. So 25-yard field goal attempt coming up here for the Panthers. For 25 yards, straight up to shoot. Snapback ball now, kick is up, and the kick is good.
I think the coach was kind of upset with them when they came to go for it. He wanted them to get to the line and hurry up, and they took the time and gave Alcorn an opportunity to call timeout.
They wanted to snap it
They
quickly.
want to snap it quick. Yeah, they didn't do it. So
Timeout here in this first quarter, 3-0. Prairie View. The Braves' second opportunity offensively coming up on the other side of this timeout here on the Braves Sports Radio Network. An 81-yard drive by the Panthers results in a field goal, and the Panthers lead 3-0. Let's march to Macy's. The Alcorn State University Sound of Dynamite Marching Band has been invited to perform at the 2025 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York City. We're almost there and need your support to help make this once-in-a-lifetime dream come true. You can text SOD March number 2 Macy's to 41444. And of course, the parade is Thursday, November 27th on NBC. Text SOD March number 2 Macy's to 41444 right now. Are you going to New York, Cedric Bush? Are you going to New York City?
not New York City. I got to pass on that. 10 years ago, yeah. Now it's
a lot of folks are going, from my understanding, and
that should be good.
It's a great atmosphere.
No doubt about it.
And we're going to be talking with Dr. Everson Martin, the director of the Sounds of Dynamite, as we get closer to that time. All right, so the Braves are down 3-0. Here is the kick, and this is kick deep, and a return is on from the 8-yard line to the 10, to the 20, to the 24, 16-yard return. Jacoby Matthews with the 16-yard return. All right, Cedric Bush, second possession. You're able to pick up a first down. You're behind the change. Second possession here. What do you expect down 3-0?
Well, I got to go to my bell cow. Given the Sewell, he's averaging 7.5 yards a carry. He's doing 105 yards a game. Let him lead you. Let him take you where you need to go. Challenge the offensive line to set the tone for this game. They have to set the tone for this game for this guy.
Let's see what Jalen Tolbert has in store. First down from the far hash at the 24-yard line after the Matthews 16-yard kickoff return. First down for the Braves and the purple, right to left here in this first. On first down on the jet sweep and stepping out of a couple of tackles and a pretty good run of 6 yards is Reggie Davis, 38th carry, 2 touchdowns. Reggie Davis, the 6'1", 205-pound senior from Montgomery, Alabama. Big game in Alabama, in Mobile, Jackson State, and Alabama A&M.
They're playing the Classic.
Yeah, it's the Gulf Coast Classic.
Mm-hmm.
On second down, Tolbert, empty set here. Here's a check down. It's going to be knocked away. Pass intended for Marion Blakes. Just sat down beyond the marker. It was knocked away. They'll bring up third down and long for the Braves. All right, Cedric Tillman. They had an 80-yard drive the first time they touched it. So you can pick up a first down and keep our defense off the field, 3rd and 5.
Yeah, we got to pick this up right here. I thought we had that set down in the middle of the field. It would have picked up the first down. They had caught that play, so that's what we do here.
3rd down and 5 for Tolbert in the Braves here. Davis on the left hip of Tolbert. 3 quick claps. He's back to pass. Looks flushed out to his right, and he just gets rid of it. The ball is loose. Is it a forward pass, or the Braves come down with it? And yes, that was a live football. Braves pushed back all the way to the 10-yard line. There's a flag down at the 22 back upfield. So let's check that. That was a live football. Now let's check this marker here. Back upfield. Personal foul, face mask against the Panthers.
Wow. Got a break on that one.
Yes. Tolbert couldn't get away from the pass rush. It'll be a first down for the Braves. We'll take it. Braves have the football outside the 40 to the 45. So first down, far side for the Braves, far hash. Cedric Bush, we needed that.
Needed that bad because he sent the whole kitchen sink behind that. That was a good defensive call. They just couldn't execute it. They got a penalty out of it.
Well, penalty field first quarter. First down for the Braves, far hash at their own 45-yard line. And they go back to the run here, trying to get that edge, runs into his own man and turning it upfield. And a closer 10-yard gain, Reggie Davis. Let's see if they mark him a 9-yard pickup. Second down and 1. So Reggie Davis running into his own man as receiver. So picks up 9. Second down and 1 here in this first quarter. 3-0. The Panthers with the lead. Second down and 1 on the near hash for the Braves at the 46. They need to get to the 45 of PVU. Second down and 1 for Tolbert. Tolbert on second down. They go back to the run here, and it's going to be a first down. Good job running the football. Second and 1, picks up 4, and Jacorian Sewell 4. Well, Cedric Thomas has said that he can see Jacorian Sewell playing at the next level. Scouts have been really high on him.
Oh, yeah. He's a doable back. You can see him get it done. It just, you just got to get him used to it. Let him see more of him. That's the biggest part. Let him run, interchange with him and Davis. Pretty good back. One averaging 7.5 yards, other averaging 4.
And now here's Tolbert, just a little pass to Matthews. Matthews steps out of a tackle and gets down the field, and Matthews with a great run. And Matthews a first down run. Looked like the Panthers had that snuffed on the right edge, and Kobe Matthews with a couple of receptions. It's a first down at the 31-yard line. Well, this drive started at the 24.
They're moving it.
The Braves on the march here at the 31-yard line of Prairie View here in this first quarter. 3-0 PVU with the lead. First down, you got a Marion Blake, Tyron Warren to the left. And Cahill, who had a big game last week, on the opposite side. The Braves 3 receivers here on first down. Couple of claps. Play action for Tolbert. Looking left is going to go deep for Cahill, and it's incomplete, but a flag is down. Flag is down. It's going to be pass interference against the Panthers.
All right.
Well, there was a little contact, a little hold up there in the end zone. And Cedric Tillman, a good job in selling it. And Cahill was active last week. He's going to draw a PI here.
Yeah, he threw it up for him, but defensive back trying to hold him on the inside. He was trying to get out to make a play on the ball.
He was beat like a drum on that one.
So the Braves are in the red zone at the 17 of Prairie View. This drive started at the 24. 3-0 Panthers. Braves are on the march here. Braves shift, strong side right. First down, far hash mark at the 17. Tolbert will keep it. Tolbert is going to be wrestled down for a loss of 2. They faked the handoff to Sewell, and Tolbert kept it and lost 2. Second down and 12.
Quarterback keeps it. Randall on the tackle. Second down.
Second and 12 for the Braves here in this first quarter. 3-0, the Panthers with the lead on this near hash. Second down and 12. Tolbert out of the shotgun with 3 receivers, 2 right, 1 left. Matthews in motion behind quarterback Tolbert, and he'll keep it. And Tolbert is going to be brought down at the 20-yard line, the 21. Another loss of 4. So it'll bring a third down and long from the 21 to the 6.
Third down.
Third down and 15 for the Braves. A couple of quarterback runs yielded negative yards. Now third and 15 coming up for Alcorn. Looking at a 38-yard field goal attempt if you don't pick up anything here. Tolbert out of the shotgun. Sewell comes out of the backfield and in motion. Tolbert back to pass. Looks, steps up. Pump fakes. He's going to be dragged down for a 1-yard pickup to the 20. So to bring up fourth down.
Yeah.
Had it just outside the red zone, and Tolbert goes down at the 20.
Good movement. Just got to figure out what we plan to do down in the red zone. It's not a need to bring in the big package and run the opposite of the big package.
So now 40-yard field goal coming up here. Trying to tie the game. Snapback ball now. Kick is up, and the kick, plenty of leg, and it is good.
3-3.
So a 40-yard field goal by Lorenzo Garcia ties the game at 3. Well, Cedric Tillman, we got some points out of that, but we were in the red zone and had an opportunity to get 7, but we will take 3.
We got in the red zone, guys, and we went back. So, that. So, glad we got some points out of it.
Yeah.
We'll take a pipe right here. Timeout on the field. 3-3 score here from Jack Spinks Marino Castle Stadium. We'll be right back on the Braves Sports Radio Network.
Roll up your windows.
And we welcome you back to Jack Spinks Marino Castle Stadium. Calling all faithful alums. We need every Alcorn alum and friend to be in Jackson at the Mississippi State Capitol building on Tuesday, February 17, 2026 at 8:30 a.m. for Purple and Gold Day at the Capitol. Alcorn needs your support for full funding of our legislative agenda during the 2026 Mississippi legislative session. Save the date, Tuesday, February 17, 2026. Join fellow alums at the Mississippi State Capitol building in Jackson for Purple and Gold Day. Well, Cedric Bush, the Purple and Gold are on the board, 3-3.
3-3, that's a good job of the kicker coming out and doing this part. Like I said, the offense is playing pretty good, until they get to the red zone. They got to find out what they're going to do when they get down here to put the 6 on the board. The defense is playing well enough, but we got to keep them off the field long enough to make sure they're arrested, make the adjustment, and give you a sound defense to play for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I mean, we have such a good running game and just getting the ball down there.
Yeah.
And it's a challenge.
Yeah.
It's definitely a challenge down there, but we're able to get some points out of it.
Yeah.
And I think that's the most important
That's
thing.
the most important part.
All right, so we'll see how the Braves special teams line up here. Lorenzo Garcia set to kick it off for the Braves. 3 men back for the Panthers. Ashton Ajaku, Brandon Campbell, and Ellis Bynum back to receive. Let's see how Coach Fosselman will deal with this kickoff return. Panthers went over 80 yards to get a field goal. The Braves started at their 24 and got to the 23 of the Panthers. So 49-yard drive for Alcorn. 3-3 game here in the first. Garcia set to step into it. Beautiful day for football. Here's the kick. Straight up to shoot, and it's going to be returned here from the 8. Bobbled and out of bounds around the 9-yard line. Joku bobbled it right out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and that's where the Panthers will have it.
Oh, wow. Once that ball hits the ground, it's hard to get it to recover.
Well, the first drive for the Panthers started at their 11. This drive starts at the 10 here in this first quarter. Again, they are working on the scoreboard time. For the moment, they're keeping the time on the field. How much time do you think is left in the first quarter? 45 seconds, you think?
30.
30 seconds left in the first? It was that quick?
It's that quick because they're running the ball pretty good. We got to find a way to get this quarterback and make him uncomfortable. That's the biggest part. He hadn't been rattled yet.
Let's see here. First down. Let's see if the Braves can put some heat on. That Braves don't have a sack this season. Tevin Carter. There's a draw here on first down as they run the football. McDowell with the carry all the way out to the 16-yard line. Lamega McDowell, 6'2", 220-pound grad student from Charlotte. He had 98 yards versus Grambling last week, averaging 9.8 yards a pop.
Wow. And last year we had 25 sacks last year. And we don't have any in the fifth game. You got to put pressure.
Well, that time no pressure on bringing him down, and he squeezes through for a first down outside the 25 to the 28-yard line. A first down for McDowell. And he'll come out.
Play results on a first down.
Shadrick Bird now in the backfield for Prairie View. First down just inside the 30-yard line. And now the quarterback will keep it. And a missed tackle, and he's ridden out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Tevin Carter, 4-yard pickup, second down and 6 here in this first quarter.
Second down.
So we've seen McDowell. We have seen Bird, the 5'10" grad student from Coy, Alabama, Thompson High School. Second down and 6 for the Panthers. This drive started at their 10.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a timeout. Is that the end of the first quarter?
30 seconds.
The end of the first quarter. So we'll keep it right here. 3-3 game. Charles Edmond, Cedric Bush, Cedric Tillman. Next week we'll be right here, homecoming. And we've been told, ladies and gentlemen, that the game next week will be played. There's been all kinds of stories out there about Lincoln.
Yeah.
I was told that the game will be played next week at 2 o'clock. And it's just unfortunate, you know, what's happening there with Lincoln having to cancel games and that sort of thing due to various reasons. But I was told a few days ago the game will be played here, homecoming next week at 2 o'clock.
I hope the best for that, because I know 2 of the teams that they canceled against that. You know, as a friend of mine, they're alumnus of that particular university. They were like, I said, so what did y'all do for homecoming? They just got together and just mingled or whatever they did. I don't know how you make that adjustment for homecoming.
Well, a question I was asked about that is, can you have homecoming without the homecoming game?
That's what I'm saying. I said, so what did y'all do? We just mingled and
can you see that?
No, not here. We can't do that. We're already in the woods. I'm
just asking the question. I mean,
it's gonna be a hard one. It's gonna be a hard one.
You can have everything else with homecoming, the concert, and all the other stuff. But the football
the finale
game
is the game.
The football game is the glue that brings it all together.
Do the homecoming parade. You do all this stuff, and it's okay. Now what? You know, so we're looking forward to that. Then you tailgate, and everybody gets ready to come to the game.
Yeah.
You know, see the queen and see wherever is on the field, and
the coordination, all
that the group is out there. You know, so
it's just something I was thinking about. I mean, I've talked to different people about it. you know, if worse comes to worse, you use Valley as homecoming, and then some people said homecoming just wouldn't be the same without the game.
Without the game, yeah, it makes sense. You know, just move it to Valley then. That's the biggest part.
3-3 game as we get ready for this second quarter. Glad you can join us. We'll talk a little Lady Braves soccer coming up. Lady Braves soccer team playing over at Key Park in Vicksburg, doing a nice job. We'll talk a little Lady Braves soccer coming your way at the half. All right, so the Panthers right to left in this second quarter on the far hash. Second down and 6 for the Panthers in this 3-3 game. We've seen Tevin Carter be nifty in the pocket. Be able to wrap some guys up, some missed tackles in that first quarter, but we're able to get some offense going and get a field goal. Second down and 6 for Prairie View as we get ready for the second quarter coming out of the commercial. And second down as Bird is in the backfield. Second down and 6 in this 3-3 game here at Jack Spinks Marino Castle Stadium. Tevin Carter, the junior, out of the shotgun. 1 clap, 2, 3, and he's straight back to pass. Steps up, a dump off a catch here, and is down short of the 40-yard line. We'll bring a third down and a couple.
He's down about 2.5 yards short of the
With the catch, Roddy Ojo, the 6'2 sophomore from Houston. A third down and a couple for the Panthers. Got to watch quarterback Carter here on third down. Third down and a couple. Bell in the backfield on the left hip of Carter. On third down, and it's going to be a first down. A gain of 4. Randy McDowell, 216 yards coming in, 3 touchdowns, averaging 8.6 yards per carry.
Wow.
And it's a first down for the Panthers. This drive started at their 10-yard line, so the 2 drives at their 11 and at the 10. Early second quarter, we played over a minute, 3-3 game. Carter, 1 clap, straight back to pass, looking left, throws, and it's a catch here, hit immediately. And we'll see the progress out to the 44-yard line as they got it out to Cameron Bonner, the grad student from Houston. Pick up a 5, second down and 5 for the Panthers in the white uniforms, purple helmets. The Braves in the purple uniforms and gold helmets. Played a minute and a half of the second quarter. Second down and 5 for PVU. Big game, biggest game of the day in the Western Division as far as that is concerned. On second down, Carter, 1 clap, bobbles it, but McDowell, no, it's a pass deep down the field and is incomplete. Well, I was faked out as he tried to get it down the field to Ojo. We talked about it, Cedric Bush. Panthers are 2-0, both wins against Western Division teams.
Right. Yeah,
and they have this game, and in 2 weeks they go to Baton Rouge. They can really take control of this West.
Yeah, if you jump out 4-0, it's going to be hard to catch that. I don't, with the rest of the schedule, if you have it in swag. So you got to put a stop somewhere. Alcorn, we need a win today just to even be talked about in this West race.
The Panthers scan here on third down. They took a shot down the field on 2nd and 5. Now third down and 5 with 13:04 left till halftime, a 3-3 game. On third down, Carter out of the gun, back to pass, looking left, looks, throws, a little check down underneath, caught. Ball's on the ground. There's a battle, a scrum. The Braves say they have it. The Panthers might have fallen on it. Yeah, that would have been a great break if we had got it. Let's see. I think the Panthers recover.
Can you hold like that to keep the guy from getting to the ball?
Yes, the Panthers maintain possession.
I'm asking a question.
Pedro Chagas de la Silva, the 6'1 junior offensive lineman from Brazil, fell on it. Boy, got to get your hands on that football there, Cedric Tillman. Man, we needed that one, didn't we?
I was trying to figure out how did the lineman go get it?
Oh, wow.
He had to been alert to see that, man.
Wow. Well, that was an opportunity. You got to cash in on that's one right there for the Panthers. Adam Atwell averaging 39.4. Will punt it away, standing at his 30-yard line. 12:20 left till halftime. The snap and the kick. Going to kick it away from Matthews, but a nice catch at the 18. Steps out of a tackle and is brought down at the 19. A 1-yard return for Matthews.
19, that well the tackle.
So the Braves will have it just inside their 20 with 12:06 left in the first half. If you're a member of the class of 2000, we're calling on you to come back to the reservation for your 25th anniversary. Join the silver class in their efforts to raise $25,000 and celebrate their legacy. Walk across the stage once again and make a difference for future Alcornites. For more information on the silver class celebration, go to alcorn.edu/silverclass or call 601-877-6296. First down for the Braves at their own 19-yard line on the far hash mark with 12:06 left in the first half in this 3-3 game. Jalen Tolbert, 3 quick claps. And the Braves run the football here with Davis. Davis squeezes through to the 25-yard line, a gain of 5. Second and 5 for the Braves. Omarion Blakes and Jarvis Rush off to the left side. On second down, Braves get a tight end in the ball game, and Dedrick Borden. Well, second down and 5 from the 25 in this 3-3 game. Tolbert standing at his 20. 3 quick claps on second down. Here's Davis again. Davis squeezing through, and Davis keeping the legs driving, and Davis has the first down at the 30-yard line.
Again on the carry. It's another Braves first down.
You hear Emmanuel Barnes, another Braves first down. To say that a bunch of times here on this Saturday is the Braves really need a win. Cedric Bush going back. The last time we worked together was Jackson State. We were scratching our heads then. Hopefully we can grow a little hair, not have to worry about scratching our heads after this one.
Yeah, we just need to just solidify what we're going to do and make sure we finish strong with this quarter.
Play action here. New quarterback in the game, and this ball's deep downfield and is knocked away. Andre Washington in the game for the Braves on that play. Now, Cedric Thomas did mention.
Incomplete, second down.
I don't know. Maybe let's check in with Cedric to get a little confirmation. Anything going on with Jalen Tolbert, Cedric Tillman?
Not that I know of, Charles. I was surprised to see him out on the field.
Well, Cedric Thomas did indicate that if things didn't go right with Jalen Tolbert, he would not be afraid to put Andre Washington in the game, and that's what we have right here. Washington in at quarterback for Alcorn, the junior from Hopkins, South Carolina. Washington, quarterback draw to the 30, 35, Washington to the 40. Washington lowers his shoulder, picks up the first down at the 42-yard line. Tackled by Trinity Ward, a first down. So Ward saw an opportunity to run the football, Cedric Bush, and gets a first down.
Hey, he's a little nifty, and he gave him a little spark then. So let's see what happens with Washington.
Yeah, I mean, you're just at a point, and I think Cedric Thomas has talked about it. You know, the patience is short.
Yeah.
First down for Washington. He played against Mississippi State. And Washington, here's Sewell on the draw, Sewell to the 45, sheds a tackler down the sideline close to midfield. Let's see where they mark him at the 48-yard line.
Forced out by Zachary.
So pick up a 5, second down and 5. Well, Cedric Tillman, how about Andre Washington with a nifty run for a first?
Yeah, that's a nice run right there. Yeah, that's what we need. We need a dual threat at this point.
Yeah, I agree with that. Second down and 5 for the Braves. 3 quick claps, and here's Sewell. They blow it dead here with 9:24 left in the first half. Let's check the marker. Ball start. And it'll push the Braves back here. Penalties were definitely a story in the UAPB game. Push the Braves back 10-10 with 9:24 left in the first half. 3-3 game, low scoring game so far. Defense has stood tall. Offensively, they're trying to put some things together. Second down and 10. Washington will keep it here. Washington tripped up, tried to turn it upfield, and he was brought down by Darryl Sterling Jr., the linebacker. They'll bring up third down. 3rd and 11. He lost one on the play. So Cedric Bush, here we go. 3rd down and 11.
As we used to say, 3rd down, big down. So we'll see how we do with this. Either we come on the field, get off the field, or move it down the field.
Well, the story of this drive so far, Andre Washington in for Jalen Tolbert on 3rd down. 3rd and 11. Washington straight back to pass. Steps up. Washington's going to be brought down. He was set to take off, and he was rustled down by Cameron Amo, the senior DB. They'll bring up 4th down on after the first down.
4th down.
The Braves are forced to punt. Marion Duval, number 5 in the league in punting, on for the Braves with 8:08 left in this first half.
Dennis back deep. Duval punting for the Braves.
The snap and the kick. Good kick, high kick. And it's going to be returned from the 20-yard line. Turns it back inside to the 25. A 5-yard return permitted. And that's where the Panthers will get it with 7:50 left here in this first half. So we have a timeout on the field with 7:50 left in this first half. 3-3 game here from Jack Spinks Marino Castle Stadium, High School and Community Colleges Day. A lot of kids in the stands here on this Saturday afternoon. We'll take a break. We'll be right back after this on the Braves Sports Radio Network.
Hey, what's up?
All right, we welcome you back to Jack Spinks Marino Castle Stadium here on High School and Community Colleges Day. Save the date, folks. Homecoming 2025. Let's get ready to have a good time for homecoming. All kinds of activities next weekend, including a free homecoming concert on the green on Friday featuring J.J. Williamson, Roscoe Dash, Wes Love, FPJ, and more. Then game night with President Dr. Tracy Cook. For the entire list of events and activities, www.alcorn.edu/homecoming. Cedric Bush, my first homecoming as a student at Grambling, do you know who the performer was? LL Cool J.
LL Cool J.
The old Memorial Gym was jam-packed, wall to wall.
What about the 2 Live crew?
Oh yeah,
See, we had 2 Live crew.
Well, yeah, that's. I wasn't
Luke
here.
Skywalker.
I wasn't here. I've heard the story. You're the second one in 30-something years to talk about that. So you were there?
I was with the guy, the Chinese guy. What's his name?
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
It was something different.
Yeah.
Space Cowboy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, all those guys. Yeah, Space Cowboy.
Uh-oh, here's a big run
Wow.
here. The
Oh,
laughing comes to an end, and a big run and a first down run,
Got
a
a
flag
flag.
out at the end, maybe a face mask at the end. We talked about two quarterbacks, Cameron Peters now in a quarterback, and we could have a face mask or a hold here. Let's check the marker. Cameron Peters, a 6'4", 207-pound senior from Missouri City, Texas, 409 yards. Let's check this marker. With 7:41, almost halfway through the second quarter.
bring it back.
Jacoby Banks called for the hold. Well, you know, speaking of that get back to the 2 Live Crew concert, I was told, and of course you were there, that folks had never seen the Whitney Arena as packed as it was for that concert.
Just the whole campus. Everybody came from everywhere. Southern, Grambling, Jackson State, Valley State. It was crazy. I promise you.
But was it, I mean, again, just I've heard so many stories about that. We could talk all night about this. I was told that they were banned in other states.
Yeah, they weren't banned at all. I think they sneaked one in on the president on that one.
Dallas, Houston, Miami,
Yeah.
they couldn't perform. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I was told. That here's McDowell squeezing through to the 43-yard line.
They came to Alcorn. I think they got one on the president. He said, bring in a group that's not with a name. So they said, the 2 Live Crews. Well, I never heard of that. Okay, cool. So,
They had a section roped off of the administrators. Is that? I mean, that's just a million stories I've heard about that. I don't know if it's true, but you were there, so
yeah, we were there.
Here's another run here on. It's down. Oh, a flag coming out at the end of this one on the back end, thrown from 20 yards away. So let's check this marker. But the homecoming next week and a full list of activities.
Good.
Well, of course, WPRL, a face mask on Alcorn, 15-yard penalty. And that puts them in Braves territory at the 41. Of course, the flagship station will have the homecoming parade next Saturday. Jay Miles, Myrtle Hedrick will be on the call. Another homecoming parade next Saturday morning. First down, and the Panthers at the 41-yard line. And they run the football here, and a couple of missed tackles and another first down. Well, the Panthers have found something, Cedric Tillman. The penalty didn't help. What are you seeing and what the Panthers are doing offensively here?
Well, that time they just had through the body come to that time, and they cracked down on it. So they got some good blocks coming up front.
On first down, quarterback keeper here, and this is open. 20, cuts it inside, 15, down to the 11-yard line where they found something with Cameron Peters. And Peters has a first down at the 13 of Alcorn.
Rattle on carry. No one gripping the tackle.
Cameron Peters, a 6'4" senior from Missouri City, Texas. A little change of pace, and it's working for the Panthers on this drive. They have it at the red zone, in the red zone with 6 minutes and counting left in the first half in this 3-3 game. It's Peters again on the keeper. Peters brought down for no gain. 2nd and 10. 5:48 left in this first half. Well, Cedric Bush there in field goal range. Try to keep him out of the end zone.
That's it. You gotta keep him off the board as much as you can.
Well, one thing Tremaine Jackson was talking about was finding a consistent quarterback. I think he talked about it in an interview a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
His running game is there, but it's a little change of pace here. Cameron Peters in. 2nd down and 10 for Peters. McDowell on his left hip. 2nd and 10 from the 13. Peters, a one-on-one fade, and this ball is caught. And it's going to be a touchdown. And looking to see if he came down with it. Yes. Touchdown. Prairie View.
I think it's a touchdown.
Yep. It's ruled a touchdown.
And referees, they've gotten it back in their conference a little bit. They did give it to him.
So the Panthers come right back, led by quarterback Peters. A one-on-one ball on that far side for a touchdown. Will fade, and the Panthers come right back. A touchdown led by quarterback Cameron Peters. They lead 9-3 with 5 minutes left in the first half. So Cedric Tillman, a one-on-one fade right there.
Yeah, we had the line packed in. We was one-on-one on the outside, so I thought they was going to come to the home side, but it went to the opposite side.
So the Panthers with a 9-3 lead with over 5 minutes left in this first half. Aiden Webb on for the PAT. Snapback ball down. The kick is good. Timeout on the field. Braves got to get back to work. We had Andre Washington in on the previous drive. Will he start this drive with 5 minutes left in the first half? 10-3 Panthers. We'll be right back after this on the Braves Sports Radio Network. Welcome back to Jack Spinks Marino Castle Stadium on this Saturday afternoon. Ken Cabiro will join us at the half. Lady Braves women's soccer coach, who's been a busy last week for the Lady Braves soccer team. They got Alabama State tomorrow at 3 o'clock at Key City Park in Vicksburg. If you're in the area, check out Lady Braves soccer. Coach Cabiro's got a really good roster. And, the team can score some goals. He's had some ties in there as well. So we'll talk all about Lady Braves soccer at the break. Is that a Two Live Crew song right there, Cedric?
That's the music in the back. you remember? I saw you start bouncing on that one.
That's. I don't know if I should say this.
No,
but I'm gonna say it. This is my kind of music right here. This right here
right there
is what I grew up with. Now, minus all the cussing.
Yeah, I got you.
Minus all the cussing. Yeah. That's the stuff I can relate to.
I'm an old blues guy. I'm from the Delta, so I'm an old blues guy.
Oh, you can you mix that? Can you mix this in with that in the Delta?
A little bit. That's a little bit.
I tell you, Salt and Pepper and Mr. Lee and all those house songs, and of course, Two Live Crew.
Yeah.
Ball blows off the tee. So what do you expect here, Cedric? Was 10-3. This is what you call the 4-minute offense, or maybe the 5-minute offense.
5-minute offense.
This is what they work on in practice. You set the ball down, 4 and change left, put it on the 25 or whatever, and let's go.
They got to see what's in the box. You got to make sure they're counting what's in the box. If they're stacking the box, you got to pass. If they're out of the box, you got to run. Just play simple football. Go in at halftime up with the energy up. You playing this team, number one on the west side right now, and you're challenging them. It's 7-3. You have opportunity. 10-3. You have an opportunity. Let's make it happen.
Well, Thailand Citizen trying to make it happen on the return, and the Braves will get it just shy of the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 with 4:57 left here in the second quarter. 10-3, the Panthers with the lead. at Jack Spinks Marino Castle Stadium. Jalen Tolbert back in the game at quarterback for Alcorn. As Jacorian Sewell in the backfield. Braves have 2 timeouts. So two timeouts at the 28-yard line on the far hash, left to right here in the second. 3 receivers right, 1 left. And here is Jacorian Sewell. He stood up, no gain. Trap play inside, left to right. No gain for Sewell. 2nd down and 10 with 4:48 left in the first half.
Sewell on the carry.
King Cabiro will join us, Lady Braves first-year soccer coach. Join us at halftime. 2nd down and 10 from the 28 with 4.5 left. 10-3 Panthers. Panthers 2-0 in the conference. Tolbert straight back to pass. A little check down here. Sewell out of the backfield. Popped outside the 30-yard line to the 32. That'll bring up 3rd down and 6 coming up. Cedric Tillman, we don't want to give the Panthers the ball right back here. 3rd and 6 coming up for the Braves.
Yeah, probably hadn't had the ball for maybe a minute and a half. So we definitely got to keep this ball moving.
3rd down and 6 for the Braves. Far hash mark at the 32. Tolbert straight back to pass. The pump. Tolbert is going to go down. Stepped up and down he went at the 29-yard line. So he lost 3. It'll bring up 4th down and long. And Duval on for another punt. Well, that's not what we wanted, Cedric Bush, with 3.5 left in the second quarter.
Well, you're going to wear your defense down. They got to go right back. They just left off the field a minute ago. Now they're going right back. And here's an opportunity for, a group that's trying to catch fire. Prairie View's trying to catch fire. If they can go up 17-3, they're playing within themselves to be winners of this game when the game is over.
Andre Dennis set to receive this kick from Duval. It's blocked. It's blocked, and the Panthers are scoop and score for a touchdown.
Yeah, just said that. They're looking for an opportunity to go on fire, before the halftime.
The block and the score. Cornelius Davis with the block and the score, but there's a flag at the 12. Let's check that.
Unsportsmanlike at the end of the personal foul, something like that.
Let's check this marker. Straight up the shoot, a block, and the score. Officials talking it over here as the Braves right now are down 16-3 with 3:03 left in the second quarter. Here's a call. Leaping. So it's at the 29-yard line. With 3:03 left.
Alcorn got a huge break on that one.
They'll take the touchdown off the board, Cedric Tillman. What a huge play right there.
That's all I can say. Well, the key was, I was going to say, you guys, if Prairie View would have got the ball back and went down and scored, they'd get the ball back in the second half.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They're trying to find a way to catch fire. You get that score and you get it back in the second half. Man, we got to work this one.
The leaping penalty continues the drives for the Braves. Here's Reggie Davis. Can we cash in on this, though? And Reggie Davis, a gain of 2.
Could you answer the question for me? When you say leaping, what are you talking about? Leaping over the line?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I was saying leaping to block the ball is what you're supposed to do, right? Leap to block the ball.
Leaping into.
I got you. 2nd
down and 8 for the Braves as they keep the football, take the touchdown off the board. It's still 10-3. You got the 2-minute timeout, 2 timeouts, and 2.5 left in this second quarter. Davis again. Davis trying to turn it up the field and cannot. Davis with a yard pickup. And this should take us close to the 2-minute timeout here. 2:21 stops the clock. 2:21 left. The Panthers probably take a timeout here. Yes. So the Panthers take a timeout. 2:21 left in this second quarter. Well, a full slate of games in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. I think a half dozen games in the SWAC today. This is the biggest game of the day on the SWAC's western side.
Right.
On the eastern side, and probably one of the which one? Alabama State's at home. I think Bethune-Cookman, or Jackson State, Alabama A&M in Mobile.
Jackson State and Alabama A&M.
I think that's the bigger game.
That's a bigger game. I thought Jackson was playing Alabama State in Mobile.
No, Jackson's playing A&M.
I got you.
And then Alabama State comes to Jackson for their homecoming next week.
Wow. They still playing the homecoming game again. Deion left them with that. We're going to play you on homecoming. Then they come back and play them on homecoming. That's something.
Well, you and I think we have a disagreement about that. I think homecoming is more about dates than the opponent, but that's just me. I may be crazy as heck, and I probably am. People talk about these homecoming games. Why are you playing us on homecoming? Is it about the opponent or is it about the date? Here we go here as Tolbert's pass over the middle and complete. Pass over the middle. And just couldn't get it on that third down and long play as it was intended for Cahill over the middle. And now the Braves will forced to punt. Well, we got a break on the leaping, but couldn't cash in there, and we have to punt with 2:14 left. So the Panthers use their timeout, preserve time. You got the 2-minute timeout, and the Panthers have 2 timeouts remaining.
2 timeouts, 2:14, 2 minutes, and then it stops again. That's a lot of time.
Let's see if we can deal with this operation here and get a clean punt from Duval, standing at his 31-yard line. The snap and the kick. And it's going to be returned from the 19-yard line to the 20. Missed tackle 25, 27-yard line. An 8-yard return with 2:03 left in the first half. Want to wish a special happy birthday to our own Jay Miles, Jerome Miles. His birthday, was it yesterday, today, tomorrow?
Tomorrow, okay.
How old is he? 30 what? 31?
32, 31,
32?
32-ish.
32 minus 2? 32 minus 10?
32-ish. Yeah, I'll put it like that. But happy birthday, Jay.
Our own Jay Miles, WPRL Zone, was busy yesterday, busy all week with a lot of activities. We'll be busy next week. We got an injured Brave player, by the way. And is being helped up here. And he is okay. And that is Barnes. Barnes, number 7, the injured player. 2:03 left in the first half. The Panthers have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute timeout. And they have the football inside their 30-yard line.
I mean, so far, Charles, the defense, the special teams, they're playing well enough for, for us to have more than 3 points on the board. So that we got to go back in at halftime and like the word is in college football now, reset. They need to go to reset right now.
Well, we got to get off the field first.
Yeah.
And this will take us to the 2-minute warning. Or a 2-minute timeout is what they call it. And this will take us to 1:56 left. 2-minute timeout, 2nd down and 5 coming up on the other side of this timeout. 1:56 left, 10-3 Prairie View. We'll be right back after this timeout on the Brave Sports Radio Network. As we update the SWAC scoreboard, our first look at the scoreboard on this Saturday afternoon, Alabama State with a 31-14 lead over Bethune-Cookman with 12-17 left in the third. Jackson State early in the first, 3-0 over Alabama A&M. Texas Southern and UAPB in Houston. That's a 6 o'clock kickoff. That's Texas Southern's home game. They're playing at a different venue. The Houston Dynamo soccer team has a match. They're playing it at a different venue. We'll talk about on social media. Also, it's some SWAC news. Cedric Bush of Mississippi Valley and Florida A&M were scheduled to play in Atlanta. There's news this week that game's now been moved back to Itta Bena. It'll be played on the Thanksgiving break.
Yeah, I think we're trying to generate a crowd base for that. They're not. I don't think they got the numbers they were looking for, and it's going to take some work on that.
It's just not cheap to.
No.
When you're talking about paying teams, the bands, and all of that.
Yeah, those stadiums and all that stuff. What they're asking for, and that, hotel, 2 or 3 days. That it makes a difference.
On first down, 3-step drop here, and it's a catch down the far sideline. The 3-step drop, Cameron Peters to Josiah Rockwell, the junior. 1:51 left, 2 timeouts for the Panthers.
Play results on the first down.
First down at the 40-yard line. Their own 40 on the far hash. 1:51 left in the half. 10-3, Prairie View. And they go back to the run here, 45, 46, 47, midfield, 49-yard line of Alcorn. That's a hard run by the Panthers' Bird. That's going to be another first down.
Just can't give up the big play on this one. That's the biggest part. Go to sleep on and watching them run, and they go up on top of the ball.
First down at midfield. There's a square out here pass incomplete through the hands of Jacoby Banks, the 5'9" junior wide receiver from Missouri City, Texas. Second down and 10. Stops the clock with 1:29 left till halftime. Don't forget, we'll hear from head coach Cedric Thomas coming up at halftime. Second down and 10 for the Panthers at the 49 of Alcorn. 10-3 Panthers. Big Western Division matchup. The Panthers 2-0, 2-0 in the Western Division. The Grambling beat Texas Southern. Second down, and back to pass, all over the middle, incomplete through the hands of Banks. And, almost an opportunity for the Braves to get a pick there, as Jeffrey McElton, the redshirt junior, had a shot at a pick. All right, Cedric Tillman, the Braves have a shot to get off the field here on 3rd and 5.
Yeah, definitely to get off the field right here. The minute 25 left. Let's see if we can go in the halftime.
Third down. The Braves have 2 timeouts, so if they get off the field here, they'll have a shot at it. On 3rd down, the quarterback draw, 50, turns it up the field, and it's a first down. Let's see where his knee went down. He may be short. His knee went down at the 41. 2 yards short. 4th and 2 for the Panthers with 1:10 left, and the Panthers will take a timeout. So 4th down and 2. His knee went down at the 41. Cameron Peters. And the Panthers will use their second timeout. So they'll put 3 seconds back on the clock. 1:13 left in the first half. So beautiful day for football. Good crowd has turned out, Cedric Bush.
Yes, sir.
For high school and community college
day. That's great. Get a chance to get kids on the campus and see how beautiful the campus is. And
how big was high school day when you played here?
It was great because that day was set around. Well, one of the high school days, it was set around. I was doing our spring game, and they would just make that a big day, and the kids would come see us play and all this kind of good stuff. Now, as a high school student, it's a great day because I get a chance to get away from home.
Yeah.
Country boy, get a chance to on the college campus and walk around and think you one of the big boys and all this kind of stuff. But it's always good to get away and go see college campus and get an idea of what you want to do for the rest of your life.
Yeah, it's always big. I think I didn't go during Gramblin's high school day. I went on a Thursday night when Grambling played South Carolina State on national television.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, BET was there.
Oh,
Charlie
wow.
Neal's calling the game, and so that was a big day for me. And so that was,
Was Lynn Barney calling during that
Yeah,
time?
yeah, he was.
Yeah.
What sold me on it was the press box food. When I went up in Grambling press box,
Right.
they had the homemade cookies and the punch. They had the tiger punch or whatever it was. I was sold after that. Now that probably is not the way it should work, but
you've been in the press box ever since.
yeah. If I have to be attached to food, we got a problem.
You got a problem.
Speaking of food, I saw a picture of you in a seafood bag.
Oh my goodness, man!
Somewhere up in somewhere
on the Gulf Coast.
On the Gulf Coast.
Oh man, you got to go check it out. Jordan River Steamer. That's the name of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
First down at the 41. Cedric Tillman loves those kind of places. Empty backfield on first down. 5 wide receivers. They scan here. 1 timeout for the Panthers. 1:13 left. Play clock showing 0. I wonder if the play clock even working. Or maybe they're keeping that on the field. First down for Peters. And he'll keep it straight up the middle. And Peters brought down at the 40-yard line.
4th and 2. Good.
And so the Braves take over. Dwayne Taylor does a nice job in calling that play, and the Braves will take over. 4th down in a yard, and the Braves will take over at their 40-yard line with 1:09 left in the first half. Well, Cedric Tillman, there's a nice job there.
That was a nice job to stop it. Hey, let's make sure it could be a bad play on Prairie View if we can score right.
Right, that's it.
Well, Tremaine Jackson probably feels like his team's on a little offensive rhythm.
Oh, yeah.
Now the Braves with 1:09 left, 2 timeouts. They have the football at their 40-yard line. This is what, the second opportunity here in the last 4 minutes to get something done here to end the first half. Can they do it here?
The great O.C. Brown said after the turnover, you got to go up top. That was his philosophy.
Well, Tolbert not going over top, but his square out is incomplete on the far side. Intended for Marion Blake's. 1:05 left. Well, Cedric Tillman, we've had opportunities here. Defense just got off the field. A leaping penalty took away a block for a touchdown, but we got to find a way to cash in on some of this.
Yeah, and that, go back to that red zone play when we went backwards. We did get the field goal out of that, but it should be easily 10-7 right now.
2nd down and 10. And the Braves, Reggie Davis with a hard run. And Reggie Davis close to a first down with 57 seconds left, close to midfield. 3rd down and a yard for Alcorn with 51 seconds and counting. And it looks like the Braves are going to take a timeout here with 49.7 seconds remaining in the first half. Yep. So the Braves have 1. So they'll put some time back on the clock. They'll put 4.3 seconds. 54 seconds, I believe, is what he said. Y.N. Myers III, our referee. Don't forget, next week, homecoming, 2 o'clock. Lincoln, again, we talked about it early on. I was told the game will be played. Homecoming, 2 o'clock. And then it's on the Tallahassee. It's a 4 o'clock Eastern time kickoff. And I was told, a good friend down in Tallahassee, that the game is a sellout. Fam, you sold out their game last week at home versus Alabama State. Well, it's good, Cedric Bush, to correlate sellouts in SWAC football. I like that, especially on campus. Here's Davis on the draw again, and Davis brought down at the 45.
Yeah, for the bottom line in economics, you got to be able to do that. Fill the bleachers, everybody coming in tailgating, all this kind of good stuff. It goes to help. Whether you're trying to find out, you got to pay all these people today. So it helps with that.
Here's Tolbert pass, pitch and catch. A catch here to the 31-yard line. Marianne Blakes with the catch. That's another first down. So the Braves have something going here. They got a timeout. They have the football at the 30-yard line of Prairie View. with 30 seconds left in the first half. Braves trying to tie it up here late. Tolbert back to pass. Looks, throws it over the top, one-on-one, and this ball is knocked away. Well, the Braves went fast right there. Second down and 10. The Braves try to go over the top for Cahill. Second and 10 stops the clock with 21.7 seconds remaining in the first half. Corey and Sewell in the backfield. How about a screen to Sewell, Cedric Bush? How about that?
Hey, listen, make something happen. You got 2 timeouts left. You got time.
Tolbert back to pass. Rolls to his right, throws, and it is a catch to the 21-yard line. Yes, it is a catch.
21 seconds.
Drivers rush with the catch at the 21 with 18 seconds of counting left. They'll spike it with 14.8 left. Well, the Braves are close to the red zone, Cedric Tillman. An opportunity for 3, but are looking for more.
Yeah, let's see if we can get a look closer. If not, take a shot at the end zone here.
Got to test end zone one way or the other.
When I think about this, all I think about is Sean McVay and the Rams. I mean, yeah.
So do I need to bring up Green Bay and the Cowboys? What about that?
Well, yeah, you can bring that up too. That ended in a tie.
Yeah, but the ball hits the man. So how do you stop the clock? And the ball hadn't hit the ground yet, So
but
with 1 second, come on.
Well, I get that, but you're in field goal range in a 4th and 1. You don't get it, and you lose the game in overtime. I can't. I think those are 2 separate situations, Cedric Bush. Those are 2 separate situations. I hate to bring this up 5 days later, but I'm sorry. I just not happy about that. Sometimes you can outsmart yourself. But anyway, what do I know? All right, here we go with 14.8 left. All right, 14.8 remaining. 14. The clock has started.
What's the clock? The clock started.
Yeah, the clock should not have started. They'll just put the time back on. It shows 11.3.
14.5.
I think probably 14.8. That's what it was.
14.8.
11.3 remaining. Well, showing 14 seconds. I thought it was 14.8. Yeah, I think they're going to correct it. 14.8. Well, I think they're going to keep it right where it is. And Cedric Thomas was like, where's my 0.8 of a second? Well, the Braves still have shot here at the 23-yard line of Prairie View with 14 seconds left and a timeout. Tolbert straight back to pass, looking left, looks, shuffles, looks, can take off. Tolbert looks, throws, and his pass is caught to the 10-yard line. Braves got to hurry up as Marion Blakes with 6 seconds left. It's a first down, so they'll spike it here with 3.5 seconds left. And now they're going to bring on the field goal. Well, Garcia called back now. He'll come on for a field goal. About 22 yards. Let's see where they mark it here at the 10. 27 yards.
Get your points. Let's go regroup. Come back in the second half. Let's play.
Franklin Rogers, the holder. Garcia, they'll spot it at the 19, so from 29. Snapback ball now, kick is up, and the kick is good.
Good.
And that takes us to the half. 10-6 our score. The Braves trail 10-6 at the break.
All right.
right, we got halftime now going on from Lorman, Mississippi on the reservation. The Panthers on top by the score of 10-6. Last second field goal for the Braves, and they got some points out of it. But the Panthers really controlling this game. Penalties setting the Panthers back. Big penalties. Kept some drives alive and whatnot. But you got what you got. Panthers on top, 10-6. They will be getting the kickoff to start the second half. I want to thank you guys for joining in with us. I want to thank the Prairie View Athletic Club, been an underwriter, sponsor, supporter, and partner here with us here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network as we bring you game coverage all season long for Panthers football, audio style. Panthers started out with a field goal on their opening drive. And Cam Peters came in and connected for a touchdown pass to give the Panthers a 10-3 lead. And as we ended the first half of play, you had the Braves get their field goal to get them within 4. So that's what we have right now at the break. Other early games has Alabama State all over Bethune-Cookman. The last score we had was 41-13 in the third quarter. Alabama State definitely leading the way as they're going to soon have a clash of the Titans with Jackson State from the east. Meanwhile, Jackson State preparing for their matchup as they'll get ready to take on Alabama A&M. That should be a very intriguing matchup. Other matchups coming up later on, you'll have University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff taking on the Texas Southern Tigers from the Shell Station in Houston. Ready to see how that's going to be. And if I'm not mistaken, I need to check some records real quick. I'll be right back. All right, we're back here at halftime for Prairie View and Alcorn. Prairie View up on a score of 10-6. I was checking my schedule. Southern had a bye week. That's how I missed that. Southern had a bye week. You got some scores going on in the MEAC. Savannah State fell short today. South Carolina State winning 49-6 over Savannah State. over in the MEAC. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Halftime now between the Alcorn State Braves and the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. Panthers up by the score of 10-6. A couple of field goals by both teams, but the big play thus far has been the Cam Peterson touchdown pass. Give the Panthers their first touchdown of the day. Panthers really had some blown opportunities. They had a block punt, scoop, and score, but they were called for leaping. Negated that, called them 15 yards, and gave the Braves a little life. And that's somewhat been the story. Panthers in their own way with penalties. We'll have a final tally at the end of the report. I want to thank you guys. Remind you, Prairie View will have a bye week next week. They'll be back in action on October 18th from the Bluff. Homecoming for the Southern Jags. The Panthers will be locked, loaded, ready to go, but they got to first finish up things here on the reservation. Leading by the score of 10-6. SWAC news this week had a postponement of a game. AMU and Mississippi Valley was scheduled to be in Atlanta for a little, I guess, classic, but they had to cancel that classic event due to lack of lining up the funds, and they rescheduled that game for November the 29th, 1 o'clock in Ada Bena. This was scheduled to be a home game for the Delta Devils on the road to the ATL. But the bottom fell out of that, man, and it's sad, rough, due to the fact, man, these games are already, let's say, opportunities to get funding, and when you get a classic like that, you figure you're going to get a guaranteed payday, but that was not the case. Man, it takes a lot to pull those events off, and I can imagine that there were a lot of backlash. When you count up the cost of securing the place to play, securing hotels and flights, a lot of backdoor paperwork up in smoke. So we'll see how all this pans out. Meanwhile, you got Valley under new leadership trying to get things together under Mr. Buckley. We'll see how they work out. We're at halftime right now. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We want to thank the Prairie View Athletic Club and the Temple of Refuge Ministries, being partners in underwriting with us here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. You can check out the Temple of Refuge Ministries Tuesday, Thursday Bible study services by dialing 857-777-4411, 7:30 Central Time in the PM on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And on Sunday mornings, you can join the Sunday morning services 10 a.m. Central Time by dialing 857-777-00 0-0. And break bread, have a little soothing for the soul. The motto at the temple is building the kingdom one soul at a time. We're at halftime right now. Panthers up 10-6. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince, from the studios of Prairie View. And we have the simulcast going on with WPRL 91.7 FM. Mr. Charles Edmond, Tall Man Radio, graciously allowed us to simulcast this on today, and we're truly thankful for that. Do know that Open Mic Broadcast Network is the place to be for Panthers coverage all season long. All right, it's halftime right now here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Prairie View up by the score of 10-6. A couple other scores in the world of HBCU. Norfolk State is trailing Hampton right now by the score of 27-21 in the third quarter of play. Alabama State on top of Bethune-Cookman by the score of 45-20. That in the third quarter. Other games scheduled to come up: Jackson State and Alabama A&M. That's later on today. University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff will be at Texas Southern. That too will be later on today. You can follow me on Twitter X at the Mike Prince Show. Keep up with scores, tidbits, information. Our October newsletter has come out. It is on the profile of Twitter X. It's pinned up there at the top. You can check that out. We're talking about the SWAC TV and its future. Be sure to check that out. We got a future the second half coming up. See if the Panthers can separate themselves as they will be receiving this ball. To start off from the reservation, up by the score of 10-6. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Halftime right now. Prairie View on top by the score of 10-6 over the Alcorn State Braves. Panthers trying to go to 3-0 in conference play. They're halfway home. Nightcap game. Arkansas Pine Bluff at Texas Southern. Jackson State at Alabama A&M. Alabama State, last we checked, on top 45-20 over the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. And you have FAMU Mississippi Valley game rescheduled to November 29th at 1 p.m. from the Delta at Itabena, Cotton Rice Stadium. Right now, we're getting ready for the second half of play between the Panthers and the Braves. Listen to the simulcast. Mr. Charles Edmond, Tall Man Radio by WPRL 91.7 FM. Thankful for the partnership. And I want to remind you, Prairie View have a bye week next week. We will have a game of the week. We're going to go through and see which one we'll pull up. We'll let you know by way of Twitter. And the Mike Prince Show, which is brought to you each and every day right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Be sure to check out our YouTube channel at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Subscribe, like, get started. We're about to head back to the reservation right now. Second half of play. Panthers up by the score of 10-6. You listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We'll see you in a few.
Marino Castle Stadium. Let's recap the scoring. The Panthers scored first on a Webb 21-yard field goal, capping off a 61-yard drive in 14 plays. 4 minutes into the first quarter, the Panthers led 3-0. The Braves tied it up on a Lorenzo Garcia 30-yard field goal, capping off an 11-play, 56-yard drive. In the first quarter, with 9 minutes left, we had a 3-3 game. In the second quarter, Peters passed to Rockwell for a touchdown. Panthers with a 10-3 lead, capping off a 7-play, 75-yard drive. The touchdown occurred with 5:03 left in the second quarter. And then as time expired, Lorenzo Garcia, 32-yard field goal to make it 10-6. You look at the overall numbers, first downs, the Panthers 13, Alcorn 11. Total yards in the first half, the Panthers 192, Alcorn just 110 yards passing so far in the first half. 110 yards of total offense for the Braves, just 53 yards passing in the first half. Rushing, the Braves, we know what they could do running the football, just 57 yards rushing to the Panthers, 117 yards. 4 penalties for Alcorn for 30 yards, the Panthers 5 for 69. We'll take a 1-minute break here. We'll get the second half kickoff underway. We'll check in with Cedric Tillman as we get you ready for the second half. 10-6, Prairie View. We'll be right back in 60 seconds on the Braves Sports Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Mrs.
As we get ready for the second half, Charles Edmonds, Cedric Tillman, Cedric Bush will check in with Cedric in a moment. Cedric Bush, your thoughts of the Panthers winning the statistical battle, but it's just a 4-point Panther lead at the break.
I mean, right now they're not doing as much as we thought they were going to do. They're just playing basic football. There's a lot of penalties on Prairie View side. We just got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone. The defense is playing well enough. Special teams is playing well enough. But we just got to generate some more offense to get in the end zone. That's the biggest part. The kicking game is on point, but we just got to get the guys in the end zone. I'll run those backs. Those backs are doing well. I mean, even on a year, they're averaging 7 and 4 yards. That's almost unheard of, especially the 5th game of the season. And you can continue to do the same thing. You got enough talent on the field to win with. You know, that's not a doubt. But we got to make sure we put them in a position to be more successful than getting the ball in the end zone. Defense is playing well, but you can't keep them on the field all night. You know, so you got to get them off and let them get a breather, make the adjustments, and go back and give the offense opportunity to get in the end zone.
You know, when you talked about time of possession, the Panthers on the field 17:35 to the Braves 11:25.
6 minutes makes a difference.
Well, that is the story as we get ready for the second half.
And we got to come back and get the ball back to them on the kickoff. They get the ball back again. So you got to take your head off the defense playing as well as they're playing. But once they give it back to the offense, we got to get in the end zone one time.
And just a couple of field goals so far. Lorenzo Garcia will kick it off for the Braves here on High School and Community Colleges Day. Here is the kick. Straight up the chute. It's going to be a fair catch called for and made.
Fair catch to the 10, ball be placed at the 25.
Andre Dennis, the senior.
Still kicking for the Braves.
And the Panthers will take over from there. All right, Cedric Tillman, let's check in with you. Your thoughts on this first half as we get ready for this Panthers' first drive of the second half.
Yeah, we just got to score. We got to take the opportunities. Defense made a couple of stops there. Offense just got to get a rhythm going and try to put that ball in the box.
I just would love to see how about a sack? How about a sack, Cedric Bush?
Yeah, but you can't get a sack sitting back on your heels. That's the biggest problem. And so if you want one, you got to send it. You know, like they say, if you want it, bring it. You want a sack, send it.
Well, getting the start for the Panthers at quarterback is Cameron Peters starting this second half. And they go back to the run. They go McDowell, about a half-yard pickup. Second down and long for the Prairie View A&M Panthers, 2-0. They win this game. I hope the Braves rally, but if the Panthers win this game, they're 3-0, 3-0 in the division. A couple of weeks to go to Baton Rouge. And it could be really tricky for anyone to catch them on second down. Just a little shovel pass, a catch here to the 25 to the 28-yard line. With the catch is the tight end, Trayvon Jones. Jones about a yard. All right, Cedric Tillman on defense. 3rd and 6 coming up for the Panthers. Can we get off the field here?
Yeah, let's see what we can do here and get an early stop. Definitely be great.
3rd down and 6. It would be great to get off the field. One clap, they scan. When we say scan, they look at the sideline to see if there's any change in the play. On a 3rd down and long. Cameron Peters, the 6'4" senior from Missouri City, Texas, out of the shotgun. Peters, one clap, straight back to pass, looking left, looks. A fade down the field, and this ball is bobbled, caught at midfield, close to it. Ojo with the catch. All the way across the field, a touch pass caught by Ojo, a 1st down at midfield.
That quarterback is as poised as I've seen anyone other than the quarterback from Alabama State, Body. Yeah, I mean, he had something that resembles the body.
Well, they can mark him at the 48, still a 1st down. Here's a pass over the middle, and this is a catch here. Inside the 45, about a 10-yard pickup close to it again. Trayvon Jones, the tight end, 6'7", 235-pound grad student from Miami with the catch.
6'7"?
6'7".
Wow.
It's a 1st down for the Panthers. So back-to-back 1st downs for PVU there at the 43 of Alcorn on this near hash. on first down. And now we have a reverse here. And the Braves play it well. And a nice tackle staying at home on that reverse for the Braves. And it is Jaden Boast with the tackle, staying at home on the reverse. Good job.
Good job. The referee was about to pull it. He thought he had a horse collar, but he had the jersey, so good, no call.
Second down and long. Ball is at midfield. They need to get to the 42. 2nd and 8 for the Panthers. Peters out of the gun. Straight back to pass. Over the middle. Catch here at the 40-yard line. Corkscrewed and dropped at the first down, though. However, Ethan John, the tight end, 6'3", 250 from Milwaukee, with the catch, and it's a first down. I'm sorry, a third down. Third down and long. 3rd down and 8 for the Panthers. It was a negative play on a couple of plays ago. They got the negative yards back. 3rd down and 8 for the Panthers. 11:44 left in the third. 3rd down and 8. Chant of defense from the crowd at Spinks. Peters steps up. Missed tackle. Peters to the 40. Peters to the 35. Lunges and is flattened close to the first down. He's short. Well, right at it. Right at the marker.
They bring him down. First down.
He slipped right by a rusher, and he's going to pick up the first down. Or a huge play right there, Cedric Tillman, on 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, we was looking for a hold on that play off that edge over here, but hey, he jumped in the air like that. You know, the Braves got to make him pay for it.
First down, Panthers. At the 32 of Alcorn. 10:53 left in the third. All right, so the Braves are going to challenge this to determine whether or not he got the first down. Well, the initial mark was short of the first down, and the official kind of moved up close to the marker right at it and then gave him the first down. So we'll see if that initial spot maybe was the correct spot, and he may be short. So this play is under review. So we'll take a break here with 10:50 left. First down mark is being challenged, is being reviewed. We'll take a break during the review. Be back in 1 minute on the Prairie Sports Radio Network.
Over 85 years.
Everybody clap your hands.
All right, so they have reviewed it. Looks like he might be short here. So they're moving the chains back. Going to bring up 4th down. So the Braves challenge the spot. It looks like Cedric Tillman, they won that challenge.
Yeah, it's definitely short by, 2-3 yards?
Yeah. They're marking it at the 32. They need to get to the 30. So 4th and 2 coming up here. Well, good job, Cedric Bush, in terms of, challenging that. I thought, the initial ruling was that he was short. And then they just kept inching closer to the first down mark. But Evidently, Cedric Thomas won that challenge.
Yeah, that's a 2.5 foot mark. That's a 2.5 foot mark. That was a big difference. It's not by 6 inches. That's a big gap.
And it's homecoming. Organize getting ready to let the good time roll for homecoming 2025 back here. Next weekend on the reservation, events include the free homecoming concert on the green and Friday night feature.
All right, so 4th down and 2 here for Prairie View. So what does Tremaine Jackson do?
Homecoming 2025.
Tremaine Jackson's palms are out like, what's going on?
Check out all the events at www.alcorn.edu/homecoming.
Well, Cedric Tillman, Tremaine Jackson's on the field here.
I think they're trying to determine whether or not it's 4th down or not. I think they forgot what down it was.
So the 3rd or 4th?
Said Thomas was explaining to them the different plays they just ran, and now they're trying to determine what down it is.
I think it's 4th down.
That's what the Braves coaches are saying. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down. I mean, if you go 1st down, 2nd down, this is a 4th down play here. 4th and 2.
So we jump over 3.
No, I mean, that was a 3rd down play.
You said 1, 2, 4, and 2.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm asking the question.
They jumped over 2 or 3.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, let's get that part straight. The people that's not watching the game, they're listening.
Yeah.
Can they count?
Yeah.
They're trying to see which way they're going to give it to.
Right.
Yeah. You are correct. Good one, Coach Bush. Good. You got me on that one. Yeah, I did skip over 3.
You skipped over 3.
Yeah.
That's why he's down on the field.
That's why they're making the money. And that's why we're up here, right?
That's why we're up here, right?
It's 4th down. I mean, in my opinion, it's 4th down. It's 4th and 2.
It should be 4th down. Yeah.
Where did I miss the 3rd down? I missed that. All right, here we go. Oh no. Cedric Thomas is not happy. He just threw his headset down. He is not happy. He is not happy at all. Cedric Tillman. Cedric Thomas has to be held back. He is not happy. And now the referees will kind of have a conversation here. Cedric Tillman, this is an interesting conversation. I have not seen Cedric Thomas as demonstrative as he was just right there.
Yeah, I can't really hear what the conversation's about, but he don't agree.
All right, here's the call. Wow.
They say 1st and 10. What? They brought the ball back.
Wow.
First down, Panthers. They brought it back and they gave it to the Panthers. We got to ask Cedric Thomas about that one. And the Braves assistant coaches are not happy with that call. I think we were happy with the 4th and 2, but it's 1st and 10. That's not what we thought. Well, initially. Well, here's a quarterback keeper, Peters. Peters to the 30. There's a flag down, 2 flags down. Peters is down. And let's check this marker here. Maybe that fires the Braves up here.
Mark on the field.
2 markers down. One at the 30, that's the 29, and one at the 34. And now Cedric Thomas will get the explanation.
Number 72. First down.
So a penalty on the Panthers that will push them back to lineman Caden Bowers, 6'4", 340. First and 20 for PVU. 10:28 left in this third quarter. The offense struggling. You need to at least hold them to 3, but they're pushed back here. First and 20 outside their 40. Peters straight back to pass. Peters could take off. Looks going to throw this one on the post, and this ball is deflected and caught.
Wow.
A one-on-one jump ball, a catch at the 1 yard line.
Got a couple markers back up here at the
Bring
48.
it back.
This may be coming back as well. Penalty.
Number 72, that will get the ground. Holding. Offense. Number 66, 10-yard penalty.
Second straight hold on Bowers. The hold on Calvin McMillan is accepted. Well, that was a one-on-one jump ball. Cedric Bush could have come down with that.
Yeah, thought he had it, and the guy came over the top and just took it from him.
So the Panthers are in their territory, and they need to get to the Braves' 22-yard line. That's down at 28 for the Panthers. Peters, play action, check down here, swing pass incomplete. 10-4 Major down. Second down and 10 with 9:54 left here in this third quarter. Second down and 10. Well, Cedric Tillman, we've got to make them pay here.
Yeah, they can't get out of this.
Yeah.
You know, no big plays.
Yeah, second and 30. Yeah, that's a lot.
Second down and long with 9:54 left in the third quarter. 10-6. Prairie View. Second down and 30. Peters out of the shotgun. Back to pass. Steps up. Check down. Catch here at the 40. Inside the 40 to the 37-yard line. That's Ojo with the catch to the 37-yard line. And it'll bring up third down and long. Third down and 15 for the Panthers. So they got half the yards back here on this play. Third and 15. This may be, my guess is 4-down territory. Third down and 15 for the Panthers. They go McDowell in the backfield on the left hip of Peters. Third and 15 from the 37. They need to get to the 22 with 9:16 left in the third. 10-6 PVU. Third down and 15. Peters straight back to pass. Looking left. Looks. Throws. And his ball's caught at the 25 and out of bounds. Short of the first down by a couple, maybe 3, as the catch was made by Jones. And they bring up fourth down and a field goal attempt coming up here. Well, they got a lot of the yards that they needed. 30. They got 27 of that. And now you've got a 42-yard field goal coming up here. Be careful. 42-yard field goal by Aiden Webb, the redshirt freshman from Dallas, with 8.5 left in this third quarter. Spotted at the 32 on the near hash in the shadow of the press box from 42. Snapback ball down. Kick is up. Plenty of leg. Is the accuracy there? They're leaning back. He missed it. He missed it.
No good.
He missed it. With 8:15 left in the third, the Braves take over. Timeout on the field. 10-6. Prairie View. Braves will take over at the 26. They're on 26. We'll be right back in 1 minute on the Braves Sports Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Smokey Robinson.
right, as we welcome you back to Jack Spence Marino Castle Stadium, 8:15 left in the third quarter. You look at the Alcorn passing totals. Jalen Tolbert in the first half, 5 of 11 for 53 yards. Well, how about this, Cedric Bush? We talked about Jacorian Sewell.
Mm-hmm.
So far, 4 carries, 14 yards.
That has to come up. At least 15 carries he has to have before the game is over. There's no way. He can go there. He can take you there. Along with Davis, work those guys. And you got to know. I mean, defense is playing well enough. Special teams playing well enough. We just got to generate offense. That's the bottom line.
All right, after the missed field goal, the Braves have it first down and 10 at the 25-yard line. On first down, Tolbert looks and throws deep downfield. This ball's caught. It's going to be a touchdown, maybe at the 20, at the 10, pushed out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. One of the Braves going deep on that first down play, Jacoby Matthews. And the Braves have it first down and goal, and Cedric Tillman stuck behind the defense wide open.
Yeah, that's what we needed. We needed a big play.
Cedric Tillman out of breath right there. First down and goal from the 5-yard line. Best play of the game for the Braves. Can they cash in here? Jacorian Sewell, the right hip of Tolbert. First down and goal. Here's Sewell. Sewell straight up the middle. Sewell stood up, and he's going to be dropped around the 3. Let's see, they mark him. Yep, around the 3. Yep, second and goal from the 3. Halfway through this third quarter. Braves looking to grab the lead here. Second and goal. Reggie Davis. Here's his big offensive line. Cedric Bush.
Yes.
It's nut to your buck, as they call it. This is that time.
This is their time.
Second and goal from the 3. Max protection for Tolbert. Davis in the backfield. On second down, here's Davis. Davis gets in for the touchdown.
That's it. Get the touchdown. That's it.
So the Braves, with a touchdown, Reggie Davis puts Alcorn up 12-10 with 7:07 left in the third. Well, Cedric Tillman, that was nice. The offensive line did a great job.
Hey, man, what's happening?
Get this picture right quick with us, right?
So 12-10, a PAT coming up here with 7:07 left in the third. 12-10, Alcorn. Rogers, the holder. Was that a 76-yard drive? And this kick is blocked.
Oh.
It is blocked.
Get it.
7:07 left in the third. 12-10. I've seen more block kicks, PATs, than even in the NFL.
Yeah.
I've seen more block kicks than I can talk about. We'll take a break here. Check in with Cedric Tillman. Braves have the lead, 12-10. 7:07 left in the third. We'll be right back after this here at Braves Sports Network. Welcome back to Jack Spence Marino Castle Stadium. The Braves get it done. Jacoby Matthews with a big pass wide open. Reggie Davis was 9 carries for 41 yards. And the Braves go 74 yards. Braves have the lead. Jalen Tolbert. That was a nice pass from Jalen Tolbert.
Very nice pass. And set up, with the running backs, you're thinking they'd run a counter play, whatever in the backfield, and there's a flea flicker. You get the ball back, throw it down, guy running wide open. You can't beat that. That was good design, good creativity on the offensive side.
Well, Cedric Tillman, you got your breath back.
They didn't know what the spot was. So they didn't know what.
I used to break the times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that, to shine like this, in a matter of time like this.
Cedric Tillman, do you have your breath back? You running down the field. I don't think Cedric can hear me. Off the 35-yard line, 7:07 left in the third.
Please put a trick and squeeze them, getting green. Never let them get in between.
12-10, the Braves with the lead. We'll update the SWAC scoreboard. Texas Southern UAPB. Kickoff about 45 minutes away. All right, can we get a good special teams kickoff coverage unit going here? Here's the kick. And it's going to be a fair catch call for at the 25. So first down. Well, Cedric Tillman, how about Jacoby Matthews with a nice catch there, and Reggie Davis finishing it off?
Yeah, it's definitely a nice play. We definitely need that spark on offense. So, yeah, I'm just hope this extra point don't come back to haunt us. But I was on the sideline trying to get an explanation for that play.
Yeah.
So, the way they were explaining it to me was they had reset the down markers. They didn't actually know where to put the down markers. And the replay was saying it was short, but they didn't know how to reset the down markers.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't understand the explanation, but that's what I was told.
And now the Panthers go back to the run, and a gain of 4 for Trayvon Randall. Now Cameron Peters, the quarterback keeper, a pickup of 6, 2nd down and 4. On 2nd down, and we got a hold coming up here. And it looks like this is coming back. Throw right in the middle of the line. Personal foul. Oh, a hands to the face. And it's a first down for Prairie View. Hands to the face, Deshaun Palmer up front. So the Panthers have it at midfield. Just like that, the Panthers in business with 6:42 left in the third quarter. Out of the pistol, the Braves with a 12-10 lead. They go back to the run here, and there's a big first down run and more. A gain of 15 for number 15, Shadrick Birds, the running back.
Play results in the first down.
Well, they mark them at the 36, so a gain of 14 for the number 15. They're going out of the no huddle here. On first down, out of the pistol. Bird trying to get the right edge, and Bird gets a couple to the 35. Make it to 34. A gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. With 6 minutes left in the third quarter.
Led by Griffin.
Panthers are 2-0 in the conference. The Braves 0-1. Lost to UAPB last week. 2nd down and 8 for the Panthers. 12-10 Alcorn on 2nd down. Little shovel pass, and it's incomplete. Braves have the football. They say incomplete. Incomplete pass. Incomplete.
Third down.
All right, Cedric Tillman, here we go. A big third down here as the Panthers are moving the football with 5:38 in the third. 3rd down and 8.
Here we go with another big stop, guys. We need this right here for our defense.
What do you expect here, Cedric Bush, on 3rd and 8 defensively?
We're gonna stay in the base. I don't think he's gonna send pressure on that. If you get him off that mark, he's a different quarterback.
3 receivers left, 1 right. Peters, 1 clap, straight back to pass. There comes pressure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and his pass is incomplete.
That's it.
The pass incomplete.
That's
Fourth
it.
down.
They'll bring up 4th down pass intended for Cameron Bonner. The Braves defense gets off the field.
Off the field. They sent pressure on that. They got threw the ball everywhere.
Braves defensive coordinator Deion Roberson with the call. Of course, second-year DC moving up here to the box, coaching the defense in 2025.
Yep.
All right, here we are with Matthews. Will he return this? Nope, they get away from it. And it takes a sideways roll and down at the 2.
Wow.
So the Braves have it at the 2-yard line with 5:24 left. You talk about a huge drive right here, Cedric Bush. You have it at the 2-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. We'll talk about it on the other side. 5:24 left in the third quarter. 12-10 Alcorn. They have the ball at the 3-yard line. We'll be right back after this on the Braves Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Fantasia.
River Hills Bank has been the financial institution of choice for many individuals, businesses, and organizations throughout Mississippi since 1890. River Hills Bank has earned a reputation for delivering an unparalleled level of customer service. They look forward to establishing and nurturing a long-lasting, mutually beneficial relationship with you. For more information, go to riverhillsbank.com, or you can visit one of their local branches in Port Gibson, Vicksburg, or Madison to see the difference. Speaking of difference, Cedric Bush, what's the difference right now in this 12-10 game at this point in time?
That's the difference. That's the difference. What you're seeing is they're scoring points now. So hey, the defense is going to play, especially doing well. Now you get a chance for the offense to come back and do it, sustain the drive now. 98 yards now? Oh wow, it says a lot. It speaks volumes as to what they do on this drive right here.
All right, well, let's see here with Davis in the backfield. Braves have the ball at the 3-yard line in the shadow of the press box. In the shadows, left to right. 5:24 left in the third quarter. A tight formation here. Just trying to get it out. And just gets it. Not much there, just a yard to the 4. Second down and 9. Interesting right there, Cedric Bush. What do you think?
Interesting call, but I think you got a player hurt on that Alcorn.
2 injured Braves down on that play.
At the same time.
So timeout here. We'll take a break. 2 injured Braves up front, down the 5-yard line. We'll take a break right here. We'll be back in 1 minute on the Braves Sports Network.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network simulcast of Prairie View football. Prairie View trailing right now by the score of 12-10 in the third quarter. Panthers trying to make up for some wrongs. A lot of key penalties in today's contest. See if they can overcome it. I want to thank the Prairie View Athletic Club for their partnership with us here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network to help bring these broadcasts to you, whether we're in the booth, on the side of the field, or at the studio. We're dedicated to giving you Panther sports all season long, right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. They had an injury timeout on the field. We'll be heading back to the reservation in just a moment. A couple of nightcap games going to be on the way. University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, at Texas Southern, Jackson State, and Alabama A&M. Get it together. We're going to head now back to the reservation.
Jaden Bryant and Jackson Pickett both shaken up on that play. 2nd down and 9 for Alcorn at the 4-yard line. 5:11 left in the third. Again, in the shadow of the press box, the shadow of the field. Here's 2nd down and 9. On 2nd down, here's Reggie Davis. Davis dropped at the 7-yard line. Make it the 8. And Cedric Tillman, a huge 3rd and 6 here coming up for Alcorn.
Yeah, this is a big play here. We definitely need to keep this drive moving. Under 5 minutes here in the third.
Yeah, I mean, if they'll pick up a first down, they flip the field. 3rd down and 6 here with 4.5 left in the third. On 3rd down, Tolbert looks, throws, and this ball is incomplete. Incomplete, intended for Elijah Griffith. Going to bring up 4th down and an important punt here from Duval. And the wind is kicking against the wind here. Duval 7 yards deep in his end zone. Needs good operation here. Duval in the sunlight. The snap and the kick. High kick, great kick from Duval. Fair catch called for at the 46-yard line. That's a great kick from Duval. And with 4:19 left, the Panthers will have the football at the 48-yard line. Well, that was a good kick there, Cedric Bush, from Duval.
Oh, Duval did a great job on that particular punt. I saw him over there working out early on the sideline. He was making sure he had everything down, and it paid off for him on that punt.
Well, the Panthers will have it close to midfield. 4:19 left in the third quarter. The Braves are looking for their first win of the season. 1st down. First down, PVU. For the Panthers. The pass on the edge, a catch here, and a good open field tackle.
Ojo
with the catch. Brett Barnes with the tackle in the open field. A loss of 1. We'll call it no gain. 2nd down and 10. For the Braves defense, you can just get a sense of getting more and more confidence here as this thing rolls along. 2nd down and 10. Quarterback Cameron Peters out of the gun. Straight back to pass. Looks, throws. Checked out. Catch here to the 45, to the 40, and it's a 1st down at the 40-yard line. Catch is made by Jones, the tight end. 1st down at the 40-yard line with 3:27 left in the third quarter. 12-10 Alcorn over PVU. Huge game in the West in the first 5 weeks of the season. 1st down at the 40, right to left. And now the quarterback will keep it, and he's blasted.
Oh, man. That was awesome.
Heading on the inside. O'Brien.
And a pretty good tackle, a great tackle by Tobias hitting Cedric Tillman. He read that one all the way.
Well, we finally got our sack.
Yep. That's it. That's one.
And hopefully more to follow. The Braves coming into this game without a sack. Now, there was a play in the Pine Bluff game last week that I thought it was a sack, but it was officially recorded as a TFL, a tackle for loss. Second down and long. On second down, Peters back to pass. We'll check down to the 40-yard line. And the catch is made there.
Rockwell.
There, Rockwell, the junior from Gilmer, Texas.
Third down.
With the third down and 10 coming up here. Got the negative yards back. Third down and 10 for quarterback Peters. Braves with a three-man front here. Third down and 10 with 2 minutes and counting left in the third quarter. 12-10, Alcorn with the lead. A big third down here. Channel defense from the crowd here at Spinks. On third down and 10. Peters, one clap, straight back to pass. Looks over the middle, steps up, throws, and it's a catch here. And it's going to bring up a first down just beyond the sticks. Rockwell again with the catch. And it's going to bring up a first down for the Panthers at the 30-yard line. Well, he zipped that one in there, Cedric Bush.
That was a great pass. I thought he reminds me of Body at Alabama State. He does good things with the ball.
And Body and the Hornets are blowing away Bethune-Cookman right now. I think Alabama State team is going to be reckoned with in the East.
Oh, yeah.
Down the jet sweep, and nothing doing there. A huge loss for Lamega McDowell. All the way back to the 33-yard line, a loss of 3. Second and 13 with under a minute left. Probably one more play. We'll be done with this third quarter. 12-10 in a defensive battle here at Jack Spinks Marino Castle Stadium. 47 seconds left. Second down and 13 for the Panthers. Second and 13 for PVU in the middle of the field. Peters, play action, looks, being chased. Peters looks, throws, going to lob this one, and no one is there.
They moving them off the mark. They've sent in pressure now. That's good stuff.
We're trying to see if there's grounding there.
Nobody near the ball.
We got outside of the pocket. Well, Cedric Tillman, he got outside the pocket there, no grounding.
And it went past the line of scrimmage, right? Oh, yeah, just for the pros.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a smart play.
All right, Cedric Tillman, a big third down here.
Yeah, we got to get off the field right here, guys.
24.1 remaining in the third. Third down and 13 for the Panthers at the 33 of Alcorn. From here, you're looking at a 50-yard field goal attempt. McDowell on the left hip of quarterback Peters. On third down and 13, he's back to pass. Looks, throws a lob, a catch here to the 30. Down at the 27-yard line.
Fourth down.
I think they're just trying to get it close for a field goal attempt. Peters already missed one. And from here, you're looking at a 44-yard field goal on fourth down and 7. And there's going to be a field goal attempt coming up here.
On the other side.
Now take us to the end. Field goal attempt coming up as they'll switch sides. Panthers have a field goal attempt to grab the lead into the third quarter. 12-10. The Braves with the lead, trying to get the first win of the year. We'll be right back after this timeout on the Braves Sports Radio Network.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're headed to the fourth quarter. Panthers down by the score of 12-10. Have a fourth down in field goal range and start back for the fourth quarter. Alabama State took care of business against the Wildcats of the Cooking in 52-31. Man, they are hot. You may return to the reservation for the start of the fourth quarter. You listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics.
And we have the end of the third quarter coming up here. The Braves with an opportunity to get their first win. Right now, the Braves 190 total yards, 124 through the air, and 70 yards on the ground. Officially 66 yards, averaging just 2.9 yards per attempt. Cedric Bush, if you had told me that that's what we would be averaging in this game and winning this game, I would have found that hard to believe. That's what we got here as the Braves have a 12-10 lead, but the Panthers have a field goal attempt coming up here.
They're making them do what they don't want to do, and that's a good thing. That's a good defensive scheme for this game against Prairie View. And, you know, when you're struggling on the offensive side, your defense is giving you an opportunity and you can just keep them where they can go and rest and come back, we'll be good. But it's still got to put up some points. Whether it be field goal, whether it be in the end zone, you got to put up some points in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, no question about that. You know, when you look at the Braves numbers so far in this game, Jalen Tolbert, 7 of 13 for 124 yards. The Braves just 66 yards rushing on 23 carries, averaging 2.9 yards per carry.
Almost like a slow death, you know. So they're doing what they have to do within what they can do right now. The big thing Alcorn wants to do today, and they should do, is pull away with the win today to get them started.
With Lincoln coming in, and then we go to Tallahassee.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This will be spotted at the 34 from 44 yards. 44-yard field goal attempt. Snapback ball down, kick is up, and the kick is good. 44-yard field goal attempt, and the Panthers have the lead, 13-12, with 6 seconds gone by in this fourth quarter. Well, Cedric, tell me to check in with you. I mean, what a game we've got going on here on High School and Community College Day.
Yeah, it's definitely a great game, and like I said, I just hope that extra point don't come back to the Hornets. So we definitely got to respond.
Yeah,
right here.
Well, what do you think about the offense? There's been a lot of talk about the offense continuity. We're not running the football quite as effectively as we have been. Is that more so on us, you think, or just Prairie View? You think, Cedric Tillman?
Well, I think it's just on execution, and that's what we've been talking about the last couple of games here.
Yeah.
You know, we had to put together a complete drive.
Yeah.
You know, we had a big play just then, just to score the touchdown. So we got to put together a complete drive and then put some more points on the board.
Yeah, Cedric Bush, what he's saying is a methodical drive, just moving the ball down the field. We'll take the big plays, of course.
We'll take the big plays. It should happen in some of the games, but they should be able, like you say, go back and recognize and get an identity. This is what Alcorn does. When they come in, you got to stop this, and that's what it has to show.
14:54 remaining. Prairie View 13, Alcorn 12. Panthers 2-0 in conference. The Braves 0-1. Here's the kick. It's deep. Is it going to be fair caught? No, it's going to be returned from the 2 to the 10, 15 to the 20. Oh, and the corkscrew to drop. Matthews is down. Flag is down. Helmet is down. And let's check the marker here. From the 22-yard line, a 20-yard return by Jacoby Matthews. But let's check this marker. With 14:46 remaining, and the Panthers with a 1-point lead, 13-12.
That didn't help.
So the Braves are going to be pushed back 10 yards from the 24. They'll have it around the 14. From the 13, from the 23 to the 13. So the Braves will have the 13-yard line. Field is almost encompassed in shadow from the goal, from the press box in the stands. We have 14:46 remaining. Well, a big drive for the Braves offense here, Cedric Bush.
We'll go back and say, are you going to be methodical? You're going to wait for the big play? How's this going to happen? So you got to get the ball down and get a score.
Jacorian Sewell on the handoff here on first down. Shed the tackler, turns it upfield, and Jacorian Sewell is going to be dropped outside the 15 to around the 18. A gain of 4. Second down and 6. As the Braves drive is underway. Diallo McGee, the grad student from St. Louis, on the tackle. Second down and 5 for the Braves. 14-17 remaining. Alcorn looking for their first win of the season. And very much in it. Down 13-12. Second down and 4 for Tolbert. Here is Sewell again. Sewell turns it inside, keeps the legs driving, and he's got the first down. Needed 4, got 5. A first down. Well, could we have a heavy dose of Jacorian Sewell here, Cedric Bush?
That's it. That would be my pitch. If I was, hey, run this guy till he just can't go anymore.
We only had a handful of carries going into this.
4 or 5 carries. That's not. He's ready to run the whole game, and he'll save some for your quarterback. He can work his play action pass to open up the rest of the game.
2 carries and a first down here on the jet sweep. Here's Matthews trying to get the edge, and does. Matthews to the 30-yard line, turns it back in. Matthews to the 40. Look at the speed, and that's Matthews to the 38-yard line.
You got him at the 45.
So a first down for Alcorn. So the Braves here have the football. First down. Let's see where he went out of bounds. They're up at the 45-yard line. Jacoby Matthews has been active in this game. 13:07 left. First down at the 45. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Tolbert. Here's Sewell. Sewell, flag is down. Wow. Sewell is down. 2 flags down. This is probably coming back.
Number 58, 10-yard penalty, first down.
And the penalty is on Jaden Gwynn.
Usually when you get up and look back at the ref, it's usually
What if you don't look back at the ref?
It keep running down the field. But you look back, yay. You hold your hands up, I surrender.
So first down and long, and the Braves are ball down here with another loss of a yard here. What is playing behind the chains? Cedric Tillman got to figure out a way that penalty slowed down our roll a little bit.
Yeah, that's what we don't need. That's what's been hurting us this season so far. So we definitely got to clean that up and try to pick up this first down.
Kobe Matthews comes in for Sewell. Reggie Davis in as well. So second down and long for Alcorn. Second down and 20. With 12:10 left. Big second down here. The Braves are down 1. Tolbert straight back to pass, looking left, being chased. Oh, nice spin by Tolbert. Pass throws down the field, a little incomplete. Well, great job by Tolbert avoiding the sack. Trying to get that one to Omarion Blakes. And they bring up third down coming up with 11:59 left here in the fourth. Third down coming up. The passing are intended for Jarvis Rush on the far side. Well, nonetheless, Cedric Bush, a big third down coming up, 3rd and 20.
3rd and 20. You got to come out the hat with something.
What does Jermaine Gales come up with here on 3rd down and 20? Down by 1 with 12 to play. Tolbert, a couple of claps, straight back to pass. Looks. Good protection throw, and it's caught. We got the negative yards back, +1. 4th down and 9 coming up here is McGee with the catch. 4th down and 9. You got to punt here. 4th down and 9 from your own 46. Got to punt it away here.
4th down.
Well, the penalty hurt.
Penalty hurt real bad. Hope the punter could get one off. That'll bury them deep and make them have a sustained drive. And that gives the defense an opportunity, to play with the ears and the hair on fire.
Duval standing at his 34-yard line. The snap, the kick, high kick, good kick.
Oh, yeah.
And let's see, that's going to go in the end zone. Great kick by Duval.
Great kick.
11:07 left in the 4th quarter. Panthers with the ball and the lead. As we have a timeout on the field. 11:05 left in the 4th quarter. Panthers with the ball and the lead 13-12. We'll take this timeout from Spinks Chasm Stadium on the Brave Sports Radio Network. As we update the SWAC scoreboard, Alabama A&M and Jackson State 30, Alabama A&M 10, with 1:13 left in the 2nd quarter. Texas Southern UAPB coming up in about 10 minutes, and Alabama State, they continue to roll 52-35 over Bethune-Cookman, and it sets up maybe one of the big games of the year in the SWAC next week on Jackson's homecoming. Alabama State at Jackson State next Saturday.
That's going to be a big homecoming. That's going to be a big homecoming. Because Alabama State, they travel too now.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting.
That is going to be, you got 2 homecomings.
2 homecomings.
Ours. Yeah. Has there ever been a situation where you've had Valley, Alcorn, and Jackson homecoming on the same day?
The same day, yeah.
It has happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I just can't remember. I was thinking about it the other day.
Yeah, they did the Jackson, Alcorn, and they were mad because they always wanted to go to Jackson. Jackson come to Alcorn go to everybody go to Valley. They always do that.
Well, when I retire, I'm gonna try to go to all 3 in one day. First down at 20-yard line. On first down, here's McDowell cuts it inside and outside. He's got a 15-yard run and a first down.
Ground along the carry. Play results in a first down.
So first down, Prairie View. Well, the Panthers just come at you from different dimensions in terms of running the football. First down, PVU at the 34-yard line. With 10.5 left. Plenty of time left. Braves only down 1. And down here, dancing, surging ahead, and picks up 1. Is it possible, said Bruce Bush, to go to all 3 of them at the same, not at the same time, in one day? No.
If you're traveling like that, that's on you. Where you gonna start?
I'll start at Valley, then go to Jackson, and then come here last.
That sounds like you want
I'll just step on the property, say
Yeah.
I'm here, and then leave, and then go to the next one and the next one. Can I get that
you can make
done?
that happen like that. but I doubt if you go to it, I'm stepping them leave.
Oh, and here's a missed tackle here down the
wow.
sideline and a first down. Just a little check down the bird, and he's had an active game. And Prairie View coming right back at you here as the Braves.
They're just turning the clock now. They're just working clock now.
Complete the bird. Forced out of bounds.
Well, we have seen this quarterback for Prairie View, Cameron Peters. You know, we started with Tevin Carter, but Peters has settled things down for the Panthers.
He's held them all the way down.
And now 9 1/4 left. Just a 1-point game. Braves definitely want to keep them out of the end zone. Now they want to know what the play clock looks like. Play clock is not working. Play action here. Back pedal throws over the middle. It's a catch here to the 40-yard line. And it's a first down PVU. Rockwell with the catch. So he had steady rock hands there as he brought that one in, a gain of 11.
Pass completed at the 40. Play results in the first down.
That on the clock situation, all they have to do is watch the guy in the back. You start at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's but the quarterback is watching.
On first down, they go back to the run here. Samarian Edwards and company leading the way. No gain. As they got the football to Bird.
Bird on the carry.
8:28 left.
Second down
and 11 for the Panthers. 8:22 left. Plays of all 3 of their timeouts. They're down 1, and you said just Bush, you talked about it. They missed PAT.
Yeah. Cedric Tillman talked about it as well, Zay, man. That extra point, it makes a difference.
Bird on the right hip of quarterback Peters. Second down and 11. Peters straight back to pass. Steps up. Peters gets it to the outside and throws, and this ball's incomplete, underthrown.
Stop the clock.
7:54 left. That'll bring up third down as Trayvon Jones, the intended target. All right, Cedric Tillman, here's a big play to try to get off the field. Third down and long coming up, 3rd and 11.
Yeah, we didn't get to him that time, but we got pressure, so that definitely helped that play. So let's see if we can do it again.
We expect pressure here on 3rd and 11. Chant of defense. You hear the players down on the sideline. The chant of defense. 3rd and 11 for quarterback Peters. Straight back to pass. Little swing pass, a catch here to the 45, to the 40, and wrestled down at the 37-yard line. Short of the first down by 6 out of the 4-yard pickup. And they'll bring up 4th down and 6 as Bird, the intended target. The offense is on the field. What does Tremaine Jackson do? Ball spotted here at the 36. You're looking at a 53-yard field goal, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Where he's got to stay on side, avoid a hard snap count. They scan here. And they're looking back at the referee who has the watch with the play clock and how much time is left. We'll try to milk time here. 7:07 left here in the 4th. And Tremaine Jackson, we take a timeout. We take the delay of game. Not saying anything.
That was it. When the hand goes up, it's 5 seconds.
Was it a timeout? I think it was a timeout. Yep. So timeout with 6:49 left, just taking some time off the clock.
Mm-hmm.
And from here, you're looking at a 53-yard field goal or a punt.
I think he's going to punt on this one.
Yeah, just to give them some room to pin the Braves deep. So Adam Atwell on the kick for the Panthers. Standing at his own 45-yard line. We've had Matthews some pretty nice runs here on punt and kickoff returns. We'll see if he can break one here. 6:49 left here in the 4th quarter. Adwell Kicks it away from Matthews. The Panthers, sideways roll, but it goes into the end zone. All right, 6:42 left here in this fourth quarter.
They were trying to put a little backspin on that to come back instead of go into the end zone, but they got to go for the 20 anyway.
All right, so the Braves will have it from there. 3 timeouts, 6:42 left here in the fourth quarter. Plenty of time. You got your timeouts. Got everything working for you here. And a low-scoring tilt here from Spinks Castle Stadium. Game of the day in the Western Division. 13-12. Prairie View. First down for the Braves. Jalen Tolbert, defining moment for him. Tolbert on the handoff. Here's Davis trying to turn it back inside, and nothing there. As Davis try to turn it inside.
Davis is carrying, no gain on the play.
Second down and 10. 6 1/4 left. Second and 10. Cedric Thomas said the Braves had a really good week of work. Getting off the road. Try to get healthy. We haven't seen Tyler Macon in this game.
Oh, wow.
On second down, they blow this dead, and it's going to be a false start on the Braves.
Is he still hurt? Yeah.
Well, his situation improved to where Cedric Thomas said, well, he may be a go this week, but we have not seen Mako. Second down and 15 with 6:03 left here in the fourth quarter. 13-12 Prairie View. Second down and 15. The Braves get behind the chains. They get in trouble. Second and 15. Tolbert out of the gun, back to pass. Looks, pump fake, throws, and this ball is knocked away. A square out all the way across the field. Knocked away. It'll bring up third down and long. Third and 15. It stops the clock with 5:38 left in the fourth quarter. Cedric Tillman, need to pick this up.
Yeah, this is crucial here in 5 minutes. But if we don't pick it up, we have to hope for another stop on defense.
Yeah, got a punt. Third down, Tolbert back to pass. Looking left, throws. Going to lob this one long and deep for Cahoe. And it is intercepted. It is picked off. Eric Zachary, the DB, one-on-one with Cahoe, and he wins that battle. Well, trying to get it up for Cahoe, the tall target. And I think the Braves coach is calling for pass interference. None called. And the Panthers will take over. Well, they were going for the deep shot there, said the Tillman.
Yeah, they went for the deep ball. It was 50-50.
Yeah.
They both went up for it.
And Zachary won that battle.
Well, that's what they teach him. Catch the ball at his highest point. So that's what the D sends it back dead on that particular play. So now, Prairie View is going to come out and try to suck the clock as much as they can. We got to get some quick stops and work out 3 timeouts once we get the ball back to the offense.
Well, yeah, the Braves have 3 timeouts and a 2-minute timeout. Well, the deep ball intercepted by Eric Zachary, the sophomore from Dallas. First and 10 for the Panthers at their own 40-yard line on the near hash. Panthers by 1.
This
Peters
is
out of the shotgun.
WPRL
On first down, here's McDowell dancing and
Lorman,
turning ahead, still
Right.
driving, and brought down at the 45. We'll make it to 44. A gain of 4. Second down and 6 with 5:20 left in this fourth quarter. Well, you need a turnover. How about a turnover, Cedric Bush?
You got to punch. You see those guys in the pros, they punching the ball.
Oh, yeah.
They punch the ball.
Well, speaking of that Rams game again,
Here we go.
on the 1-yard line, he was on the half-yard line. He was in, and somebody punched it out from the side. The turnover, yeah.
I got you.
And that's what we need. 2nd down and 6 for PVU. Again, the play clock is being kept on the field. On 2nd down, Peters. Well, he rolls to his right, he throws, and it's a catch here and a hit immediately, 4-yard pickup as they got it out in the flat pass caught to Kagan Heckerman, the 6'1 junior tight end from Hampshire, Texas. It'll bring up a big 3rd and 5. Cedric Tillman, what you got in the bag on 3rd down and 5?
Just come up with a stop. That's all I want.
It's that simple.
It's that simple.
3rd down and 5 here with 4:16 left here in the 4th quarter. 3rd down and 5 for quarterback Cameron Peters, the senior. Peters straight back to pass, the check down, and incomplete.
That's it. Clock stops.
Incomplete. Intended for the tight end Jones.
Got 4 minutes.
And with 4:01 remaining, the Panthers will punt. Well, you got exactly what you wanted. You got off the field, and then the clock stops. And now the Braves have their 4-minute offense coming up with an opportunity to perhaps win this game. So an opportunity here. Adam Atwell on the kick. An opportunity here for the Braves on the return. Kobe Matthews on. Here's the kick. High kick away from Matthews. So he's going to catch it here at the 15. Matthews to the 20. Matthews steps out of a couple of tackles, and Matthews to the 30-yard line. A gain of 16. There's a flag down on the far side of the field.
You got 2 of them down. I don't know what's the call in the back.
3:46 left. Boy, that flag 30 yards away from the play on his near side. What could that be? Walk in the back.
It happened so quick. I'm trying to figure out what could he call.
.346 left here in this 4th quarter. That's a big penalty here. So the Braves will be pushed back off the 30-yard line. All right, here we go.
There's no foul for legal substitution.
Okay, I was trying to figure out what happened that quick for something to happen for him to throw a flag.
Well, Cedric Thomas was leaning like the body language said that the penalty was on Alcorn. I mean, I could see the lean from up here. Like, are you like, well, what are you going to call
What are you
now?
calling now?
Yeah, I mean.
Once the guy caught the ball, he threw the flag. It was like, what are you calling?
All right, so the Braves have the football at the 31-yard line with 3:46 left. Timeout on the field. The stage is set. 3:46 left, 3 timeouts. The Braves down 1. We'll be right back after this timeout on the Braves Sports Network. Scoring tilted. We expect that coming into this game. Halftime in Mobile, Jackson State 33 and Alabama A&M 10. Alabama State won their game 52-35 over Bethune-Cookman. Just underway, Texas Southern hosting UAPB. All right, here we go. The Braves are down 1 have the football at the 30-yard line with an opportunity here with 3:46 and 3 timeouts remaining. And Tolbert, the check down here, Jacoby Matthews. Matthews is going to be wrestled down.
One man to beat.
On that far side. Looks like a pretty good play. Couldn't turn it up the field.
One man to beat. He beats that man. It's him in the goal line.
It's no gain. Second down and 10. Clock running. 3:27 left in the fourth quarter. 13-12. Prairie View. Second down and 10 for Alcorn. Far hash. Second and 10. Braves down by a point. On second down, Tolbert empty backfield now. Straight back to pass. Looks throws on the edge. And this is a catch here. Sewell tripped up at the 37-yard line. Going to bring up third down and a couple here for Alcorn with 2:57 left. Now pick up this first down. Third down and a couple. Reggie Davis in the backfield for Alcorn. Third down and 2. Max protection. Backs to the left and right of Tolbert. Davis behind him. Third down and a couple with 2:43 left here in the fourth quarter. Third down and 2. Tolbert out of the shotgun. Tolbert. Davis trying to surge, and Davis didn't get there. He lost.
You can't tip on that play. You have to hit that with authority and let the chip fall where they made. You can't tip on that.
Well, no gain. He had an initial surge, and it's no gain, and that could take us to the 2-minute timeout. With 2:10 left, the Braves don't have to run another play. They can let it run down to the 2-minute timeout, and on a 4th down and 2, you got 3 timeouts.
Yeah.
So Cedric Thomas has a decision to make. You can punt here, or you can go for it and keep your hopes alive. You can punt it here. You got your 3 timeouts. You just had the 2-minute timeout. Decision time for Cedric Thomas, and we'll take a break here. We'll talk about it. 2 minutes left. 4th and 2. 4th and 2 from your own 38-yard line. We'll be right back after this on the Braves Sports Network.
Field goal range, and let's get out of here. And that's bottom line. That's just me. I'm just, let's punch him in the mouth. You got to send a message.
Cedric Tillman. It looks like they're going for it here on 4th down and 2 from your own 38 with 3 timeouts.
Let's go for it, but let's do better than the Rams the other night, Charles. Let's pick it up.
Cedric Tillman just ruined my day.
Hey, listen, I'm trying to contain him up here, man.
Well, not yet. Let's see on this play whether or not my day is ruined here. 4th down and 2 from your own 38-yard line with 2 minutes left. Down 1. Sewell in the backfield on the left hip of Jalen Tolbert. Here is Sewell, and Sewell plow straight ahead, and Sewell on 4th down. I don't think he got it unless they blew this play dead. There's a penalty here, it appears, a flag against against Prairie View here. Yeah, there's a flag on the far side.
Okay, on the far side. The defense line of offside. That's it. That's it. You got the first down. Let's work it. You have to work it down.
Wow. We'll take it.
Yeah. They were lined up all sides.
All right, so first down at the 43-yard
Here we go.
line.
Here we go.
That was a 5-yard penalty from the 38 to the 43. All right, so first down, a new set of downs, 1:52 and counting left in the fourth. Braves down 13-12. Jalen Tolbert out of the shotgun, back to pass, looking left, steps up. Tolbert check down, pass, incomplete, try to squeeze it into Omarion Blake's batted down the field, not picked off. Second down and 10, try to squeeze it in to Omarion Blake's. Stops the clock with 1:41 left in the fourth.
Just work it down the field. Give you some bubble screens, look quick stuff, get out of bounds, that kind of stuff. Get it back to Sewell. Davis play games with that. Only thing I'm doing now is trying to move the field goal position. Is get in field goal range for your kicker, and let's get out of here with a win.
Second down and 10 from the 43. They're on 43. 13-12. Prairie View. On second down, 3 receivers left. Tolbert straight back to pass. Steps up. Tolbert is going to be sacked at the 41-yard line. A loss of 3. It'll bring up third down and 13 and a timeout taken by the Panthers.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just trying to make sure his defense where they need to be. That makes sense. But you look at them at man-to-man. So the man-to-man is going to bring pressure. So you don't have time to sit back and throw the football. It's got to be something quick. Bubble screen, quick slant, and let your athletes work.
Well, we'll take, I'm just thinking Prairie View takes the timeout. You would think we would have took the timeout.
Oh, they're trying to get a deal. He's trying to stop him from getting anything behind. Don't get in. Nothing gets behind you. That's this whole thing. Nothing gets behind you. Make sure everybody has what they need. Go back. I'm not going to take 3 timeouts back to Texas. So I'd rather have information on the field and make sure they do what they have to do to make sure I secure this win. That's the mind of Prairie View.
With that timeout, the Panthers have 2 remaining, 1:29 left, and third down and 13 coming up for Alcorn.
Yeah, we got 2 down to get 13 yards.
Sewell to the right of quarterback Jalen Tolbert. 3 receivers left. Tolbert bobbles it, picks it up, bobbles it again. Got it, steps up. Flush out to his left. He's going to throw it deep down the field. And this ball is caught. Jarvis Rush with the catch.
That's it.
Jarvis Rush with the catch to the 27-yard line.
That's it.
Tolbert bobbled it twice. And he got it to Jarvis Rush with 1:19 left here in the fourth.
We got 10 more yards to go. Make sure that the kicker has a confident kick to make this play.
Unbelievable.
That's
the presence for Tolbert. You know, they're going to run the football here. Sewell.
Yeah.
Sewell to the 25-yard line.
That's cool. You got 3 timeouts.
A minute left. You want to get as close as you can.
That's it.
Second down and 7. Timeout.
Who called timeout this time?
Well, Cedric Tillman, I'm at a loss for words. Jalen Tolbert with the play of the year so far. He bobbled it twice, was able to step out of pressure and find Rush.
It was so many emotions in that one play. It's hard to explain. But he came out of there, man, and nice throw down the field. Yeah, nice catch.
Nice catch.
Man, well, from right here, you're looking at a 42-yard field goal.
We need 10 more yards. At least 10 more yards.
Just to be safe?
Just to be safe.
Boy, the range of emotion from the coaches to our left is unbelievable.
No win, no nothing. Hey, he's practicing this every day. He's got to do this every day.
55.4 remaining. Second down and 7. Well, for all the talk about Tolbert just being able to take off, he did right there and was able to find Rush. And that was, I don't know what was more amazing. What Tolbert did to keep the play alive with a catch by Jarvis Rush.
Yeah, the defensive coaches over in the box, they having a fit. They don't want to see it. They run up and down the steps and everything. It's a lot of excitement in here right now.
1 minute left. They put some time on the clock. So exactly 1 minute left. You got everything in front of you. 3 timeouts. They have it at the 25-yard line of Prairie View on this near hash. Tolbert, first down and 10. You got Sewell to his left. Tolbert looks, throws, and this ball is knocked away. Dangerous pass in the middle. Bang, bang play. Intended for Jacoby Matthews. Knocked away by Trinity Ward. That was dangerous. There was a timing play. I mean, easily Ward could have stepped in front of that. Thankfully, the ball hit the ground. 2nd and 10 with 57.1 remaining. You have an opportunity to run the football here.
Yeah.
I mean, right now you're looking at a 42-yard field goal if you don't pick up anything. But you got 2 timeouts here. You got an opportunity to get some yards.
Yeah.
2nd down. Sewell to the right of quarterback Jalen Tolbert. Braves down 1. On 2nd down, Tolbert back to pass. Steps up. Tolbert, down he goes. Outside the 30 to the 31-yard line.
Yeah.
Kennedy Parker, the linebacker, with the sack with 47 seconds left.
In that situation, you got to run the football and at least keep it going forward. You can afford to lose 5 yards. It's already 42 yards.
And now you're looking at 48.
48, easy.
It's 4th down.
Wow. No wind. No wind. So no elements of nature. So now you got to go with number 21.
Well, Cedric Tillman would like to get some yards there.
Yeah, they showed.
Yeah,
They showed the blitz. They were coming.
They was coming. There's no doubt about it. Hey, block out, go forward, get all you can get. Let's make this field goal. We go.
That's why I like, in that situation, our quarterback.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. Lorenzo Garcia on. They're going to spot this at the 39 from 49 yards in the middle of the field for the lead with 47 seconds left.
Can't get any deeper than
this. Snapback ball down. Kick is up, and the kick is going to be no good. Wide right. Just barely had the distance. If it was on track, it barely would have crossed it, but it was wide right with 39.7 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter.
That's the difference in those 6 yards. It makes a difference. That 6 yards lost, he has to make a different adjustment on that.
Great point.
Yeah.
Great point. 39.7 remaining, 2 timeouts. Panthers with a 1-point lead. Didn't need that negative play, Cedric Tillman, moments ago. That was probably the difference in the make or miss field goal by Garcia.
Yeah, that was definitely the difference. Yep.
39.7 remaining. And man, the Panthers will get it at the 31-yard line. Low scoring game. Do we expect that? The Braves defense showed up.
Special teams did well.
Special teams did well.
Yeah.
And now the Panthers on the victory formation. And if the Panthers get out of here with this win, they're 3-0 in the division.
Wow.
And what about the Panthers? Cameron Peters coming in off the bench for Tevin Carter. 28 seconds left, and that's going to do it. Cedric Thomas and Tremaine Jackson shake hands, and that's going to do it. The Braves are 0-2, and the Panthers are 3-0 in the conference, 3-0 in the division. And the Panthers right now control the Western Division at this point. Southern with a loss, Grambling with a loss, Alcorn with a loss. The only team that has not lost is UAPB, and they got Texas Southern.
Tonight, yeah. And Coach Jackson said that coming into this game. He said, man, listen, I'm not looking at the record. I know the tradition and the culture. at Alcorn. We got to go there.
We have a 3-minute cooling off period.
And it's not going to be anything easy. You already said
Players,
that.
coaches, working staff, uniform and property, because that's the first.
Yeah, so after the Alcorn Ode, we will hear from Braves head football coach
Well, there you have it. The Panthers steal the win from the reservation. 13-12 was our final score. Panthers hold off. Sloppy play. They make this game closer than what it should have been. But they did get the win. They go to 3-0 in conference play. They have a bye before they head to the Bluff against the Southern Jags on October the 18th. You can join us with our play-by-play coverage here from the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Once again, the Panthers win by the score of 13-12. We'll get ready for the 1876 after party. We'll try to break things down. I want to thank the Prairie View Athletic Club and the Temple of Refuge Ministries being our partners for the 2025 campaign to help bring you Panthers football right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Once again, the Panthers win by the score of 13-12 on the reservation from Alcorn State University. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Thank you guys so much for joining in. And until the next time, you guys be blessed. We'll see you on the other side.
Mississippi Attorney General Wayne Fitch, more than 40 million people are victims of human trafficking globally. This is a worldwide problem, but it's a local one too. And one victim is too many. Each victim is so much too